on defense, like the Broncos are built on defense right now, that's apt to happen, right? Because your offense is only going to put up so many points.
Yes.
Yeah, your offense is only going to be able to score so many points. Paul Fetus says, let's see, Dawkins blows. I don't put that one on Dawkins. And I saw Juan C212 say Allen should have thrown that one away. When you have a quarterback that remains in the pocket, throwing the ball away is tough, right? Because you don't want to add on distance with an intentional grounding. You're going to lose down anyway. Allen really hadn't dropped back that far into the pocket. So, again, you're not looking at a massive loss in distance there if nothing is truly open. But he's got to throw it. He's got to throw it in the area of a receiver because he doesn't have the ability just to dump it, right?
No,
so,
he doesn't.
Unfortunately,
and
that's
Elliot
the way that it is.
if you're just joining us over on YouTube, love the play calling on the first drive. Elliot Isaac comes in from YouTube. Yeah, it was a great play. He mixed it up nicely. I think it was very simple reads. It was very simple concepts. Right. A lot of things.
But you know what we're seeing?
Jack Patrick, I'm not commenting today. I never get the attention I deserve.
So I do want to point out again, if you're watching on YouTube, we do recommend going over to Sportscaster because we do have the broadcast on Sportscaster for you.
Play by play, the actual game. You guys asked us to can we watch the actual game? Yes, you can watch the actual game.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
And just comment. But here's the thing. Before we get into that, as we get the timeout, before we have the kickoff as well, ladies and gentlemen, please go to our YouTube channel. If you're on our YouTube channel, please go during halftime or whatever. We have a video about a charitable fundraiser that we're doing with 26 shirts and David Adams. We want to try to raise $2,000 for the Brian Mormon's Punt Foundation. We need your help to do that. We're selling the football squares for the last 4 games of the
game one's about
season.
halfway gone. So if you're wanting to get into game one, which will be against the Ravens, to win
and
some
you get Bills merch. I mean,
exactly.
You got a chance to win Bills merch as you donate. Yeah. So it's one of those things that we're really happy to do. And I just wanted to, as the stream started, I know we're 2 drives behind on YouTube, but and probably even more because a little bit of latency.
Mm-hmm.
But,
right.
We do want to do that. But like I said, if you want to check out the play-by-play, we actually have the game on.
Right.
On Sportscaster. So links are in all of our videos. So if you want to click the link and go over to Sportscaster, or if you're already on Sportscaster, you get the notification, please go over there. It's pretty awesome.
Wesley Mills. Only tell me the good stuff, nothing bad. I'm in New Jersey. Things are bad enough. That's right. The one place I hate to fly into is into Newark. I hate Newark.
Oh,
it's the worst. Bills bring 6, and
Shaq.
beautiful shot. Nice dump off pass by Allen. I mean, that's what that's Beck.
That's Beck. That was a very good call. It looks like
right in the target zone, right? So if you talk about defensive ends and the contact they can make, Shaq Lawson makes a perfect form tackle right in the breadbasket.
He didn't want to land on him, but
can't land on him. It's unavoidable in that instance. You see, he pulls his legs out and then does everything he pop off right away.
Yeah, he doesn't. Back in the day, they used to go like this to just lay on the guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was like you could hear the guys yell cannonball as they were dropping the quarterback to the ground.
Sportscaster, no volume on phone.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. If you're in Sportscaster right now, make sure you let us know if you can hear us or not. Everything looks to be okay. Danger Carlos Danger has joined the broadcast on Sportscaster. Thank you so much. Philip Lindsay along the outside is going to be wrapped up for about a 4-yard loss. It is now going to be 2nd and 14. Milano, beautiful job. Seeing a lot of Matt Milano flying around on the field today. Is that because the Bills are trying to keep Tremaine on the inside to let Milano fly?
I think it's twofold. I think you have both of those guys with the amazing speed that they have. Mm-hmm. That's why you have those 2 guys in there to play sideline and sideline. So you can't go outside on them. What do you have to do? You need to try to get inside. Plus you got those maniacs that are on the inside of them as well. It looks like the first quarter is going to come to an end, Buffalo having a 3-0 lead. But that's why you play nickel base with those 2 linebackers, because you trust that they have the speed to get outside and they have the strength and or physicality to jam inside when you have runs on the inside as well.
Absolutely.
Can hear clearly, John Marlowe. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Beautiful. Thank you.
All right, but it's great. Like I said, I'm glad you guys are joining us. If you're joining us on YouTube, we had a little I'm going to make a shirt. Little technical difficulties on that.
Technical difficulties.
We were trying to get the stream set up. We're doing a different program as well when we're doing that, so that you guys got our side view now. We kind of look like Dan Mitchell.
The Bills.
We kind of look like Dan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Another great YouTuber that talks about the Bills. You guys know about him. But we were really happy to be doing this on Sportscaster and actually being able to broadcast the game and give it to you guys. So it's amazing. I'm just really excited to do this. But 3-0 lead. Happy, sad.
Yep.
Upset, indifferent, whatever.
No. That's a good drive, right? So that's Brian Dable, full trail mix, beautiful drive.
Full trail
mix. But I do want to point out that if you go back and if you watch, I was taking mental count because they ran a lot of plays on that drive, right? I only counted 4 plays that got snapped with less than 15 seconds on the clock.
That's a great point.
Well, Dable can be in
Is he in
Allen's
his
ear
helmet,
the
though?
whole
We
time.
don't know. Like, we're not
We
privy
don't
to
know.
information.
We
But
don't
on One
know.
Bills Live,
Yeah.
Allen was saying that, hey, I got I'm not sure if he's calling coverages for him. I don't know if he.
Elliot, Dable's stash game is fire. You know, homeboys. That's why he's wearing a hoodie. He's got fruit snacks in there. He's got maybe a little cup of yogurt, maybe a Go-Gurt. That's what it would be. That's a better pocket snack is Go-Gurt. That's better.
When I
pocket
played
snack.
football, we had a kicker on the sidelines. They used to put Jolly Ranchers in the
What?
muff.
Sent a beer? Hey, Mario's drinking hot tea.
Well, I got to try to last the
I
broadcast.
know. Hey, right there.
There we go.
Oh, for I think it was Evan Anderson sent us $2 via super chat on YouTube to make sure that we got a real bottle opener because we were using a can opener.
Boom.
There we go. There we go.
Fire.
That's it. That's our little guy.
Where's Lamprecht? Oh my God, this is phenomenal. It's like we're sitting at the game watching.
I know,
everybody.
this is it.
phenomenal.
I love it. I love it. You guys are great.
Thank you
We
guys
love
for
so
joining
much.
us, man. This is awesome. And John Bugart says, yeah, Danny Mitch, shout out, good to shout out the Don Mafia.
Yeah.
Man, Don Mafia is awesome, man.
Yeah,
They're
and
good
we had a good time. We did a broadcast with Dan 2 months ago. Was it 2 months ago? We had
About
a
a
good time.
month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
it
a
was
month
great.
ago. Yeah,
It
it
was
was a good
great.
time. It was a very good time.
We're going to do one very soon with him again as we start to look at the first quarter stats. Buffalo Bills holding the ball for nearly 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Generating
Big,
6 first
big,
downs.
big drive.
Only 1 possession.
Yep. Big drive, right?
So
But
huge
3 points.
for confidence.
3
too.
points.
But confidence though, you deflate the defense, you inflate your offense.
That second and 4 play call, the Bills lose by a point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. We're going to hear about that second and 4 Allen quarterback keeper along the left side. Snap comes in. Allen's looking in trouble. Star Latulele and Ed Oliver are going to cover him up for the sack. Listen,
What do you see?
that
What do
was
you see
all
here, though?
Oliver. That
What
was
do you-
all
It was
Oliver.
Oliver, but pushing the pocket as well with Star. But here it is. Look at this.
Look at the middle
Rushing
empty. The
Rushing-
middle's totally empty.
Well, no, but it's not going to be empty because they drop to their curl to flat, and then they're pushing the pocket with 4. This is one of the things that but everyone in #Nation was wondering, saying, "Listen, can they generate pressure with 4?" That is a blueprint of what Frazier McDermott
Absolutely.
want to do. They
Right.
want to generate pressure with 4,
Absolutely.
so you can have
Totally
7 in
correct.
coverage. He had nobody to throw to.
2 sacks on 2 weeks for Star. That's right. 2 sacks in 2 weeks for Star
And then
Latulele.
now we see I think that's
Is it because you
Johnson
bought that jersey?
and Alexander on the bottom. We see that.
Inside
Well, it's
pass
Murphy,
rush
I'm sorry.
again. Allen throws the ball outside. No, there's no way. Trey was not going to let that pass through. You kidding me? Like,
Matt
I understand
Henry,
you gotta
Oliver's
force it
a
to Sutton.
bust.
What was that?
Matt Henry said Oliver's a bust.
Oh, sure. That's it. Oliver's a bust.
Scott Blakely, we need more than 3. I know we need more
Yeah,
than 3. I mean,
absolutely.
that's everyone that we're talking to will tell you that we definitely need more than 3 there. But like I said, it was a quality drive.
Yeah.
It stalled out because usually when you get near the red zone, I don't know what it is with the Bills. They drive the field nicely. They're able to generate yardage. Obviously, they had a couple penalty there that helped them out. But you got to be able to put the ball in the end zone.
But I disagree with you here because the Bills have one of the top 3 offensive red zone offenses in scoring touchdowns. They're at 67%.
when they get there, but it's
Well, they were
how
there.
rare do they get there?
Well, they were there, you know. Punt goes away. Oh, Andre Roberts kneels
runs
down
this
on it.
back.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, flag coming in. Andre Roberts, fumbles the initial reception, snags it, falls forward. Andre Roberts, I don't know who he thinks he's slapping around.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Have you Ben Johnson ever comment before?
No, I don't think so.
You said, "What's up, homies? Glad you're on. Good to
Yeah.
see you, Ben. Thanks for the comment, buddy."
I want to point out, on my way here.
John Calvin, stop it.
What?
Who will be the better Allen? Right now, it seems like a silly question.
Illegal block in the back on Lorenzo Alexander. Zoe playing special teams.
Shocking.
Still, love it.
He
Love
thinks,
it.
well, that's where he started and everything. So the Buffalo Bills will take their second possession. I believe
Yep,
their second
second
possession.
possession.
They've already generated 6 first downs. They've already held the ball for 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Second possession. What are you looking for?
So play action was a major focus, right? It was a major focus. And they tried to run that jet with McKenzie, and it got bottled up right away. So that's how they know that was either a bad look, right? Because what ended up happening on that play, so we'll go back to the jet with McKenzie, because the jet's a pretty important part of why Isaiah McKenzie is even active, right? So on that play, Cody Ford is your right tackle. He pulls on the inside. You guys don't understand what I have to deal with on a daily.
Yeah.
So Cody Ford pulls on the inside because I think it was Morris was trying to pull along to the outside
Yeah.
to get to the defensive end. That's a lot of distance to cover,
Oh,
right?
it is because
that's a lot of distance.
And we showed, I can't remember what game was it. It was the Jet game.
Yeah.
You know, when they're pulling, when you double pulling, you're supposed to be the end on that side. You're the last man on that side. You're supposed to wrong arm it. And then what they mean by wrong arm it is if it's coming from my left, my right shoulder has to be buried into the center of the guard, or like into the guard or the center to create a pileup, so the linebacker can come over top and make the tackle. That was one of the things that happened was they created a 18 car pileup around there. He had to run around it, and then he didn't have the speed to get outside.
Right.
And that is kind of going to be par for the course as far as that jet goes. The more they run it, the more teams can scheme against it and prepare for. Listen, they're always pulling when they run the jet, or that delayed handoff that they have with Singletary. So what you have to do is you got to try to knock that down immediately. And the one thing that a Vic Fangio defense would have, even though he's a head coach, I know he has some say on the defense. You're going to be technically sound. Okay, that's why the team is seventh. The Denver Broncos are seventh in the league in letting points up. And we talk about the Denver Broncos. They're 3-7, and I know a lot of people have talked about this too. They have lost really close games to really good teams. So they could easily be 7-3 at this point.
Well, and the question comes in from Elliot Eisler on Sportscaster. Who rotates into right tackle to give Ford a breather today? Not many, right? The only person that you could really ask to do that is Bates. Bates is active, so he would be your right tackle if you need to give Ford a breather. So that's an option for you. Danger, Carler's danger. Run the football, for Christ's sake! I think running the football is an important part. Here's an inside handoff out of a shotgun set. Devin Singletary looking for room. He's just going to get bottled back up again.
That's tough.
But
3 Broncos on the tackle, highlighted by Harrison Reed.
I think there's one thing, Mar, that we have to talk about. We're seeing a lot of handoffs from Singletary out of shotgun set. That is what he saw in college.
He's comfortable with that.
That's what he wants. Right. He needs
Morris
that
is on the sideline, by the way.
Yeah, so is
you
that
got
Boddicker?
Spencer in there.
Or Spencer's in?
So Feliciano shifts down, and you got Spencer at tackle.
Beautiful run by Singletary. Just turf monster gobbles him up. He falls just outside the 12-yard line.
To go back to your discussion about Bates and Ford, I think what you do is to try to spell Ford, not so much you rotate Bates and try to. What I think you do is you cover him up with a tight end. And you just don't have him go out.
Yep.
That's how you can help him out a little bit.
Well, and we haven't
treat him like a guard.
Well, we haven't seen Ford get that help on the right side so far. But then again, Von Miller's on the opposite side.
Knockout Ned, Broncos Nation. Good to see you, buddy.
Alan. Let's see. Allen is pumping. He's looking, and he is in trouble. Josh Allen running for his life. He's got the first down and more. Beautiful block.
What did I just see? Oh, we got a block in the back?
No. There's.
What are they pointing? The Denver sideline was pointing at something. Was that a block in the back?
I think they were calling the backside block. So look, Dawkins look at Dawkins pushing and pushing, doing what he can.
How?
Spencer Long cleans out the backside. Yes, Cody Ford's like, I'm not outrunning Josh Allen. Was that Singletary on that block?
That was.
Or no,
Von Miller. But no, they thought it might have been a peel back block that you're not allowed to do. But that's why he let up.
Right.
So very smart by the Rook.
2 rushes for first downs on third downs. Allen takes a timeout here. That's what bothers me a little bit, right? You take a timeout for no real reason.
12:21 left in the second. You take a timeout.
Yeah.
Why? Is he tired? I mean, I was tired.
Maybe.
I was tired watching him throughout that entire run. But that's me. I'm a 40-year-old man sitting here talking about the game.
But that's the danger.
Get the play in.
But that's the danger of having Josh Allen as your quarterback is, one, he can make a colossal mistake, like run backwards into the end zone, like he was real close to doing that, right? But 2, he just ran for the first down and got you 7 more yards.
Do you remember the Marion Barber run where he was against the Patriots?
No.
Guys, if you get a chance, after we're all done today, YouTube Marion Barber run versus the Patriots. It's a phenomenal. He was down like 16 times, ran back through the end zone, and got like a 2-yard gain. It was an amazing run, but the very similar. He's rolling to his left, trying to buy time. He's shifting it, dodging everything like that. It was just an amazing run by him. But listen, get the play in. Get the play in. All right, he ran a while. Okay, do you have a run play on the docket? Okay, run a run play. You're at the 20-something yard line. Get a run play and just let him catch it, hand it off. He's still breathing. He can get rested. All right. But it was interesting to see. I don't think Denver blitzed. So they're only rushing 4.
Yep.
Nobody was open.
Okay.
Concern you?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's see here. Out to Bull 575. Hey guys, hit that like button inside the YouTube stream. Yeah, definitely make sure you hit that like button. It's one of the
Yes.
ways that people get our streams
Out to
is if you're
Bull.
out there hitting that like
I think
button.
that's Out to Bull's first ones too.
I think so too. Yeah.
Whoa, we got a
I
lot
know.
of new peeps coming in. Good to
Slick
see you
Rick,
guys.
Alan
Awesome.
with the legs. Yeah, absolutely, Alan with the legs. Piable says, my stream's 2 minutes behind you guys. If you're on YouTube and you're watching the game, if you're not on, if you're streaming it, right, you might be behind. If you're on DirecTV, you might be a little closer. Sportscaster is 1 second latency from our broadcast, so what you see is what you're going to get. We actually have the game showing on Sportscaster right now, so you can join us over there.
Adam McRobb.
If you're new to that.
I was going to go to the game, but I got grounded. Go Denver. We got a lot of
Ooh.
Broncos fans in here. This is sweet. Hey, guys, welcome. This is Paul. I'm Mario. We're at Hashtag Sports. We talk about the Bills all the time. So if you like good football content, come on over if you guys want. You want to cheer for a team that has a winning record, go ahead. Sorry. It wasn't that funny.
My son was a Broncos fan for a long time. That's Skibag18 over in the Sportscaster chat, in case you're keeping score at home.
Got him.
His room is orange, Bronco orange. It's hideous. Alan hands off inside to. Oh, that's Frank Gore.
How did you not know that was Frank the minute he touched the ball?
I just assumed.
I saw a train coming at me.
I mean,
well, the one thing that we talked about with Gore this week on our stream was the fact that his snap counts are going down.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that Singletary, we've seen, and we even talked about it in the Friday film room, he is picking up blitzes left and right. And he's doing really good in pass pro. So the one thing that Gore was supposed to be there to teach the kid, like that as well.
A 2nd and 4 out of a shotgun snap, and that looks like they're going to get the first down. They might just be marked short of it. But I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to save Gore's explosion for when he can be effective, right? Because if you run Gore 17, 18 times, let's be honest, by rush 12, 13, 14, you're starting to get some diminishing returns.
I don't know, because he's a mutant.
I understand that.
I don't think he's classified in that category because he's been able to take care of himself so well, even though he does have a lot of mileage. But he's still such an effective player. If you want to spell Singletary.
Oh my gosh!
Foster
on the end around.
Wow!
Oh, look at him go! Foster gets about 25 yards on that run.
That's a bruised quad.
And here's what happens: Robert Foster running that play makes Isaiah McKenzie irrelevant, right? Because
don't start with this.
Well, because you see Foster, they're expecting a goal. Look at how much distance they were giving Foster on that play, and there's no way.
Look at Knox.
Yeah, great job. Ford gives a little love on the backside of that one. So the Bills are in a single back set. Oh, is that 11 personnel? And Allen takes the snap, throws a little softy over to Cole Beasley, run up the sideline. He's at the 10-yard line, cuts in, takes a tackle down at the 6.
Look at Beasley just smiling when he gets up.
You saw Allen look at it. He's like, wait, hold on. Should I throw it with my left hand to make sure I don't kill him? But a beautiful touch pass. So we get throws across the field, right? Throws a pass across the field, and that's fine.
So play action to the right. You want to? That's usually run by a tight end, though. That's usually one of those goal line plays where you run it to the tight end.
Right, but you had Knox over there covering up Ford. Beasley just sneaks in right behind the linebacker, who just does not stand a chance. Look at that guy. No way.
I'm in open field.
Yeah.
Well, what did we talk about this week, though? Rack.
Yeah,
we need rack.
Oh, Frank Gore cuts inside down at the goal line. Oh, he's so close. They're going to give it back to Gore.
Well, how many yards is he away?
Gore?
Yeah.
He's got to be close. I don't know. Flag on the play. We'll see what it is.
And the craziest part about probably a hold. I mean, you see runs like that, that's usually probably a hold. So holding on the offense well. So that's going to back him up.
76, Feliciano. Feliciano does get a little grabby. I will say there's typically a holding call.
Well, you know what? He's got to switch up his whole game plan right now.
Yep.
So the thing is, he came in here game planning. He was going to be at guard. He's going to be at guard. He knows all that. Now he's got a little bit more on his plate, so he may be thinking a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Needs 36 yards to pass Barry Sanders.
Who said that?
The
broadcast. Thanks for being useful for a change, CBS. I'm just saying. Chuck C says trail mix is in full effect. Oh, motion Singletary over, takes a look, runs forward. Allen has got maybe about 4 yards on that play.
I'm not a fan.
I don't love it, but it's 1st and goal. You got to get some yards.
But you got to realize with some of these runs, these design runs, is it designed to help the offensive line?
I think the play, he should have followed Spain and he cut back inside because Spain had tons of real estate in front of him once he pulled back across. So it would have been a little bit easier
Yeah.
run behind Spain. Fetus 97, stop having Allen run the ball. Second and goal on the 10-yard line. They motion McKenzie into the backfield. Look over for these fake screens that they're running. Allen throws it through the back of the end zone, up into the stands. Oh, look at that. It's like Plinko over there.
I actually, number one, I love that play by Allen.
Okay, just to get rid of it?
Fight another day.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a design play. So there's no really reads on that play.
Mm-hmm.
So he fakes it, wants to go back to Singletary, not open.
Right.
So what does he do? He looks right in the middle of the field because if you pump one way, linebacker goes. You pump the other, linebacker goes. Maybe the middle's open, but the safety had come down over Knox. You're not going to hide Knox anymore in the red zone. That's the thing. If you don't have Duke Williams on the field, Knox is the primary guy that they're going to go at.
Looks like a 3-wide set. Knox is all by himself on the left-hand side. You got Singletary in the backfield. Play clock goes down to 3. Allen's looking, throws a bullet across the middle to Beasley. He's tackled at the 5. And why there, right? Why? What's the difference? You're gonna kick a 37-yard field goal or
Jack Patrick, you guys kill me. You guys are way ahead.
Yeah, it's
Jack,
great.
go over to Sportscaster,
man. Go over to Sportscaster.
You can watch the
better.
game too.
Yeah, go over to Sportscaster.
All right, Noisy Boy, Mario, I'm going to give you the same talk as Kevin Garnett gave Craig Saber and let you take that shirt and burn it.
So why throw the crosser to Beasley to take him down to the 5? What's the difference on it? This is an old extra point. What's the difference here? Why not throw it into the end zone? Why take the conservative throw to give it to Beasley? I'm not 6-7 yards short of the
I'm
end
not
zone?
thinking it was a conservative throw. I think if it was a veteran quarterback, that's a conservative throw. But I think what he was doing, he was just progressing through his reads. I think he's still in that mode of learning. So he progressed through his reads. I don't think he cared really. I don't think he really focused on down and distance and where what the situation was. I think he's like, all right, maybe Dable's in his head. Listen, all right, we're going to do this. Maybe if it's not there, check it down. If it's not wide open, check it down.
Right.
But the inability to try to scheme guys open, I know the holding call really set you back.
Yeah.
I understand that. But the inability to try to scheme to get back into the end zone, because if that were the Patriots, and you know how I love bringing them up, if that were the Patriots and they had a holding call on there, they still score.
Well, here's where I get a little. Ready. This is what my grandfather used to say. My grandfather used to say that it burns my shorts. This is what really burns my shorts about that. Because in that set, you had 3 receivers on the outside, right? You had Brown, Beasley, and McKenzie on the outside, 3 wide side on the far right side. You had Knox all by himself on the left side, right?
Yeah.
Knox is your red zone guy. That's a perfect opportunity to get Knox into the game. So why not put Knox in with the 3 receivers, over with the 3 receivers? Put McKenzie by himself, because who cares about Isaiah McKenzie? By leaving Knox all by himself, their best red zone target is covered up by zone and the safety. He had a safety over top of him too.
Here's what I do.
So I'm very curious as to why you're disagreeing with me here, because
I'm going to agree with you, but I'm actually going with a different route combination. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Knox on the line. I'm going to put Brown behind him. Off the line, I'm going to put Beasley.
Right.
Beasley's going to work his way inside. So if nothing opens up, that's fine. What you do is you motion Brown right behind Knox, and you have him run a little skinny post. Then you have Knox bow out.
Right, because it gives you Knox to the safety.
So if he has a safety on him, not a corner, but if they still switch, because usually they're going to play man on there. If they don't play man on there, one of the things you could do is if they decide to play zone, then the underneath route, the post is going to be wide open. So what I like about that route coming, so you got Beasley coming out right over the middle. Brown motions over right behind Knox. Knox flares out to try to go to a jump ball, and then you run a skitty post with Brown. You have so many options, and there's the beauty of it. It's only on one side of the field for Allen. That's all you need to focus on.
Well, but
I like your idea. I really like the idea.
So here's the thing. I need you guys both on YouTube and Sportscaster to hold Mario accountable on his Film Room Friday, because we need to take a look at that play come Film Room Friday.
We do.
We have to take a look at that one. And thank you guys for joining us on Film Room Friday. If you did join, I got the rare ability to join for Film Room Friday. Hauschka takes it, hits a bullet down to the 9-yard line. I would say that's Trendon Holiday, but I know that's from Broncos past.
I called him Holiday earlier.
Yeah, it's just, he held on to the football. Couldn't have been Trendon Holiday.
Jack Patrick goes, I figured it out. I'm good. He said he paused it.
Yeah.
He paused us to wait for the stream to go.
Oh, no. Hey, what a life hack. Good job, man. Good job. So thank you again for joining us on both Sportscaster and on YouTube. We're having a great time. with you guys. Any questions that you have, please just make sure you drop them in the chat. Mario's got YouTube. I've got Sportscaster.
Yep.
Chuck C says this game should be 14-0. I agree. You're knocking on the door both times, right? It's I-back set. Oh, and that's going to be a flag on
Jordan?
Buffalo. Yeah, that was Jordan jumped a little bit. So run into Lindsey.
Luget.
Oh, it was Luget. It's not Luget.
Was it legit?
Yeah.
Corey legit?
Close
I've
enough.
heard it, Corey Luget, so many times. It's like Lotulele. Come on, guys, Lotulele.
What?
You should be putting timeout for that one.
Me? Come on now.
You got
Come
much
on
better
now.
pipes than that.
So the score right now is 6-0. Sam Darnold plows it in.
Great. Now we got to watch this for 4 weeks.
So it is a 1st and 5. Bills versus Broncos. The ball is on, I don't know, the 36 yard line. I was just looking. I was like, I have no idea. Spencer goes in motion, play action, and oh dear God, Allen was about to die.
Yeah,
Murphy is still chasing him, and he just runs out of bounds.
Sir, that's a hold, sir. Can we
No, that's not getting
Can you,
called.
can
Hey,
Can you
look at that?
Can you throw a flag on that, sir? We're gonna call defensive holding now. I thought he was getting held on the outside when Allen started to run.
So Trent Murphy takes Noah Fant to school, right? But can't take him down.
Holding on Trent White.
Trey White?
Yep.
Look at Trey's over there trying to.
He said he did one of these. He goes, wait. He said, wait, I want to watch this. Wait.
He's like, no. You and I are going to watch this together.
He goes, do you know my goalie school? What's wrong with that? No strawberry Fanta for that singing.
Oh, come on.
Mighty buffoon. That's pretty fine. So, they're going to come out in the 1st and 10. They have the ball at the 42-yard line. They're going to go... Looks like they're going heavy. Bills are making some adjustments defensively on the defensive line. You got Lorenzo Alexander in. They're in their base 4-3. Play action.
Oh, Trent Murphy again. Beautiful block.
Milano catching Fant, which that's not an easy thing to do.
No.
Not a very easy thing to do, but a very common play. You play action to the left side. You leak out your tight end on the right. So Denver very concerned about the team speed of the Buffalo Bills. That's the play that the Bills run. Mm-hmm. Very concerned about the team speed of the defense. Trying to get the aggressiveness to try to get them to flow one way and come back the other way, but the speed of Milano just too much.
Well, Noah Fant is a very big part of their offense. The last 2 weeks he's got 19 targets.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player too. We were just waiting, but rookies coming in, you know that it's going to take them some time.
Yep. Bills are faking 6.
68 move. What the heck?
Bills bring in 6. Lorenzo misses. What was that?
He didn't miss. He was taking on the block, so the inside.
Oh, it was Lindsey on the outside.
Yeah.
What seals the edge? That's what you can ask Lorenzo Alexander to do for you still at this point, is you could still ask him to seal the edge.
Well, the thing about rookies and first-year, second-year guys versus veterans like that is that when you come in from college, you're making all the plays. So you think you can make all the plays. I'm not trying to speak poorly about Zoe, but Zoe understands his role. Like, listen, I know what my limitations are as a player. If I have to set the edge, I got to set the edge.
Right.
I'm not going to make the tackle. Let me set it so someone else can make the tackle.
Bills are still in nickel coverage here. Teron Johnson is leaking off. They've got Cortland Sutton with nobody covering him in the slot.
But they
Allen
bracketed
looks,
him.
and Shaq Lawson is chasing him. Allen down. That is a big time sack. Shaq Lawson, you know what he's doing?
He's counting his money.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's like, that's a contract year sack right there. That's a contract year sack.
That's a contract here.
Well, listen.
We should have different categories for all of them. It was like a sack or a contract.
There was no way. So you just watch him. He's
Why would you put a
back.
tight end on him? Oh,
Nobody covered him up.
That's protection call.
That's a protection call. So that's on the line.
So that's on Allen.
You can't ask Allen. He's in start 6 of his career. Come on, you can't ask Allen.
Well, why could you ask the other Allen to do it then? A lot of people are asking the other Allen to do it. I know he's not a first-round pick. That's my point.
Right.
But you got to know that if you're setting protections, it's not like a linebacker came off the edge. It was the defensive lineman. You got to slide protections to the other side.
Punt is away, and let's see if Roberts can hold on to this one. He does. Picks it at the 15, cuts it across the 25, down to the 27, 28.
I'm nitpicking, but I didn't like the ball in that hand.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't know what that dance is from Shaq Lawson. I don't know what that is.
We got a flag on Buffalo
great.
Bills.
Sure. Let's just put a flag on that. That's fine. Whatever.
So we got a timeout. Obviously, the main concern with so now you have real quick. second quarter, 5 minutes to go. You got your 4-minute offense now. You're putting on the field. So a lot of the plays that you probably saw a little bit earlier that the Buffalo Bills were running, maybe it's going to be a little slanted now. You may see some different looks because you have your 4-minute offense out there or your 6-minute, because you have 2, 4, and 6-minute offenses. They could go with a 2-minute. I mean, thinking that they want to run up tempo, they want to try to neutralize Miller and that defense and everything, but they've already been going up tempo all game.
Right.
The thing is, I know a lot of concern will be for the Buffalo Bills. You gave up, or you got 6-point lead. You got a 6-point lead. There's still only one score down, yet you're outplaying the team, both offensively and defensively. Right. They're still in the game. Right. You should be up 14. I understand that.
Yep.
But what we talk about with the games that they've already had that have been very close, situational awareness, you're getting critical situational game management things now for Allen. So you're not up 14 going on a drive. You're up 6 going on a drive. So you have to be a little bit more mindful.
You're still a touchdown. You're one touchdown away from losing this
game.
game.
I know, but I think you're still aware of a lot of things that go on in the game more because if you're up 14 versus up 6, you have a little bit of leeway to take a chance. Right. Now you don't really have that. So who plays it closer to the vest, Allen or Dable? I think Dable plays a little closer. Unless we see Allen check quite a bit on this series where he wants to take a chance.
Well, guys
are open. Let's just say that. Guys are
Let's pay attention to Allen's checks where there's 15 seconds on the play clock. Because I have to
So
just
if it cuts
imagine.
off at 15 and then he starts making checks?
Yeah. That's
what he's
like.
When the parent leaves the house?
That's right. With substitute teacher syndrome. That's what that is. You're a teacher. You know what substitute teacher syndrome is.
I unfortunately do know what that is.
Yeah. And it's Elliot over in Sportscaster says, let's get fearless on this drive. And that's been a true statement. That's been the new moniker for the Bills, was play fearless. That's what they said last week. And they brought a lot of pressure and they played fearless. And you have to be an aggressive team if you want to continue to win football games in this league. That's just that's what you have to do.
When John came in, I know that the chat in the YouTube is stalled a little bit, but Joe said, drinking Timmy's, you warm my Canadian heart. Paul had to bring me some tea. Because
that was a 25-minute Tim Hortons run. 25 minutes.
The punt return is killing us. Apex
it was a tea with honey.
Good to see you. Apex?
Apex. Yeah, Apex bought 20 squares for the charity, so we much appreciate that. Allen is on the 7-yard line, standing on the 2, takes a shotgun snap just outside the end zone, throws across the middle to Cole Beasley. Joe from Believers Talk was talking about Beasley being a major part of this offense today. You had said the same thing because you have John Brown on Chris Harris all day, so Beasley turns into the de facto number 1.
Yeah, because you got Knox and Beasley are always open. We saw from the film room Fridays that they seem to be always open. Now you're going to have Chris Harris taking out John Brown. Morris is going to be going to the locker room for evaluations. We don't know if it's a concussion.
You know what it is?
All the parts look well. So
yeah, I bet you it's a back. Singletary knifes across and down. He's going to get the first down on that 2nd and 3 run. Gets out to about the 23-yard line. Bills are up 6-0 right now. 4:19. Moving on the clock.
So 10 carries for 43 yards. I believe Gore has 2 carries for 10 yards. So still right around that average. Now you see Cole Beasley down. Probably got caught in the mesh. That's a rolled up injury, I think. I didn't see it, but just the way that he's looking around with his ankle. That's when you're setting a block and a guy gets tackled behind you. And he rolls right up on you. So.
Yeah, but the problem, Beasley is not a guy who can have anything wrong with the support system, right? You can ask Beasley to play through rib injuries, shoulder injuries.
What do you mean by support system?
So support system is your ankles, your legs, your calves, your quads, right? Because Beasley depends on those.
The Bills gave us a thumbs up.
Oh, hey, thank you so much. The Bills.
Let me get the other one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Jack Patrick is having an internal conversation with himself in the chat. Mom, are you watching? Are you seeing this?
We got to ask what pizza we got. This is favorites in Lewiston.
John Roberts, great.
That's what we had. It's favorites in
Lewiston. I will get that. He says, this new model, because Allen is a lion, you don't cage a lion. I love that they realize this. So you don't. All right. It's Morse's. Oh, God, Jack. Yeah. So favorites of Lewiston has been supplying the pizza that we're having today. You want to give them a call, you can find them. I'm not giving the number out over this, but the point being is that they're supplying that.
What kind of whistle?
Oh, what's the whistle?
Wow.
Is there a flag on you? Party foul. So
that whistle was for Joe, by the way, because Joe does all the hard work We get to just do this every couple weeks, every few weeks.
Joe
Joe does all the hard work for
Joe's
us on
the grinder.
Sportscaster. Yeah, Joe does grind. So much appreciate Joe from Believers Talk. Super thrilled that he got to 1,000 subscribers. So
Yeah.
we're very excited about that.
Sorry we blew out y'all eardrums on the last post game that we did.
We did?
We did. Because I watched that one part. I wanted to see that.
What the hell are you talking
I cut it up for something. I
Uh-huh.
cut that part when Joe finally. We realized that Joe got to 1,000, and we both screamed, but we had our lapel mics on, and it's just, you just damage everyone's ears in it.
Elliot sent us a thumbs up in Sportscaster as well.
Hey! Here's my question for Sportscaster and YouTube: if the Bills drive and kick a field goal before halftime, a winner, is it a victory or a loss?
Oh, it's a loss.
Why?
Why?
Well, if they don't get anything, I mean, that's the only thing at way I'm.
Well, I did pick the Broncos today in my pick 'em pool.
That's irrelevant, Paul. You should know that better.
They're touchdown away. Here's the reason why. You're knocking on the door, right?
Tyler Olson, what's up, man? 3 minutes from favorites. Where do you live, brother?
So
I'm in Lewiston.
here's what bothers me, right? We've been driving down the field. That was a crazy total yard stat. Fake handoff to Gore across the middle. Interception, overthrows Brown across to the 35-yard line, and he is going to be out at about the 32.
Now, Paul, was that
Oh, but there's a flag on the field.
Oh, there we go. Sweet.
Man, Allen's gotten so many breaks on passes that got intercepted.
You know what? Someone could say a lot about a number 12 that plays up in the Northeast. That gets a lot of breaks on calls. I mean, look at D Ford last year. You line up on offsides. Brady threw a pick, and they still went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear about guys getting. I'm a student at NU.
Personal
Hey, awesome,
foul
bro. Roughing the passer.
on an interception, man.
But here's the thing I was wondering about. I wanted to ask you right away if you had seen it. Did he have a wide base, which dropped the elbow?
Well, I'm sure we're going to see it. Let's take a look, shall we? So Allen takes shotgun snap, and again, we're just looking at it. That was a pure RPO concept. No,
he had
that
a good base.
He wasn't wide.
That just floated on him.
Yeah, he just overthrew it.
What? Wow, that was bad. That was not
That was a bad look. That was a bad look.
Go paint your room orange, Ski. Chuck
My son's room is so aggressively orange that you could fry an egg on the floor. That's how bright it is. It is
they
so
called it
aggressively
after the
orange.
pick, though.
Oh, so it's being assessed after the
First INT
after the
in the
pick.
last 176 attempts, which was more than half of his attempts.
Yep.
So
Evan Anderson is over with Sportscaster. Thank you for joining us, Evan Anderson, over in Sportscaster.
sweet. You guys let us know how the feed's working for you guys.
Just an FYI.
Oh, Evan,
Evan, you gave us $2 for a real bottle opener, so we got you this Bills bottle opener. There you go, right there. So now we don't have to use a can opener anymore. Allen motions the tight end down. They've got two wide, single back set. It is play action. Allen looking across the middle. He finds Fant wide open.
You see Edmonds?
Yeah.
Yep. I saw him too. Edmonds came up because really the direct threat is Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
So Edmonds, the run play
Watches
action,
Bite.
he's in there.
Bite City. Well, Lindsay wasn't in there. It was Freeman, but still.
Okay.
Point
still holds.
Milano bit on the run as well, and that freed up.
Well,
Fant.
Hyde saw it quick and then decided to come up, or else that would have went for even longer. So with 3:30 left in the second quarter, the Denver Broncos are driving. They're at the 37.
And your defensive line, Trent Murphy's not in there, so it's Shaq Lawson, Starter Latulele, Jordan Phillips, and Jerry Hughes on the outside. The Bills are still in nickel coverage with Teron Johnson covering up on the running back. Teron comes in, is not able to make the tackle, but he does free up Edmonds. Yeah, that was a nice job. And again, you don't expect Teron Johnson to make that tackle. Teron is just there to take on the lead blocker and force a direction for the running back.
And the other thing about it is that if he would have tried to force the issue, he could bounce it.
Right.
So if he was engaged enough to go to the outside if he needed to, or drop down inside.
Yep.
So I might be the only one going for the hunt for Carl Evan. Hey, we got a lot of new Sharma coming in as well. Bills Mafia for life. We got a lot of new commenters, so thank you for joining us.
So
today.
the Bills are still in base nickel coverage. It is a swing
Look
pass
at
over.
the-
Yeah, that was covered up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who?
Yeah, I know.
KJ.
Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson's been a real nice surprise. He's a way better man corner than Levi Wallace. And in a set where you're going to be blitzing, Kevin Johnson makes a lot of sense to
He
be on the
does,
football
and
field.
you know, not taking anything away from Levi Wallace, he's a phenomenal zone corner.
Yeah.
But you could tip your hand as a defense if that's what you're running a lot.
Exactly.
So
You're right.
I think you could find other areas for Levi Wallace because to me he seems like the defensive version of Robert Foster, where you have him on a very controllable deal for many years.
Oh, hold on. We just got a tip.
Hey!
From WHCP. Thank you so much, Tip.
So with a 2-minute warning left, let's talk about that dynamic a little bit because I think it's very interesting with Kevin Johnson and Levi Wallace. First off, I don't know how they haven't gotten a. I mean, well, let's put it this way: if they keep playing the way they're playing, they're going to get a Johnson and Johnson's sponsorship.
Yeah, I know,
very
right?
soon. That's one. Two is he does provide you something great because the Buffalo Bills very early in the year they weren't blitzing very much.
No.
So what do? You got Levi Wallace out there to play your zone corner. He was getting tested a lot, and he was doing very well. And the times that they asked him to play man, it was kind of sketchy. And then we started to see in the Cleveland game how he got exposed a lot because they were trying to cover up a lot of the deficiencies with the run. Chubb still had 100 yards. So we fast forward to the Miami game, and you start to see Kevin Johnson coming in. Levi Wallace, prior to that, was playing almost 100% of snaps, 100% of snaps, 100%. Then Kevin Johnson, maybe he was injured. We don't know.
Yep.
Undisclosed injury. But he comes in, he plays man, he plays phenomenal. But
He does.
what do you still got to keep Levi on the hook because Kevin Johnson has had a history of injury issues.
Yeah.
So what do you do to try to balance that out?
Right.
I'm just curious. I don't know what you do.
Lots of new people in the chat over in YouTube.
Yeah,
So Leonard
good to see all
Martinez,
of ya.
go Bills. Dana Allen, go Bills. Leonard Martinez, Buffalo.
What's up, bud?
G Money 375 PS3. I got a feeling Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl.
Whoa!
And Tony asking if it's raining at the game. No, it's just really cold and windy.
Evan Anderson, thank you, sir. He says, loving this setup on Sportscast.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's,
we'll be
it's
sure to
awesome.
tell Nick.
Yeah.
He'll definitely.
Oh, he's just joined the chat. So, yeah,
Hey,
just
Nick!
joined
Hey!
this is the only place where we can like drink beer and talk football with 150 people.
This
So
is great.
We very much appreciate
We're
it.
inviting 150 of our closest friends.
Yeah, but you don't get pizza.
They got their own. Plus, I mean, I always enjoyed watching I love going to live games every once in a while, but being home and you're 10 feet away from your bathroom, you ain't got to fight anybody to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
Matt Henry says, I think the last time I saw this TV was when I was a kid. Mario's setup for the TV is fascinating because this was a TV that was mounted, so there's no stand. So Mario has a big luggage strap.
I just
holding it into his dresser.
T-shirts coming. I just troubleshoot my life. That's what I do. I troubleshoot my life. That's all I need. Enough to make the game interesting. Spin. They make me want to shout. G Money, what's up? Aaron Clark working for those play actions later on. Yeah. So we got Phillips in. 2 minutes left. 3rd and 6. A very crucial down coming up for both Buffalo Bills. They're stacking everything. See, this is the thing that we didn't like the Buffalo Bills doing because you bring everybody in. How could he tell coverage?
Right, because the bunch set. Yeah.
Hyde and Poyer are deep.
Yep.
So we don't know what's going on.
Poyer was thinking down. Allen is looking. He's
didn't know where to
in
go.
trouble. He's running away from Jordan Phillips, and why wouldn't you? But he is going to get the first down.
See, that's the dangers of playing
dangers of playing man coverage, right? Because there's nobody there to stop the outside. Yeah, that's definitely the problem.
Interested to see what the Buffalo Bills decide to do. So they decided to bring Kevin Johnson on a nickel blitz.
You easily could have called a hold on that left tackle. On that play.
All the time.
That was pretty bad. And let's just be real. Jordan Phillips knows he ain't getting there, right?
No. He just didn't want it to be like
right.
Like he didn't want the nosebleed to turn into something.
Well, that's only this. That's a third down attempt. I'm sorry, the 5th third down attempt by the Broncos. That's only their second conversion. Inside handoff to Royce Freeman.
Wow,
and Jerry just gobbles him up. A flag in the back, which again kind of surprises me right now.
This may be a hold because it looked like Jerry got him with one arm at one point.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was called a hold.
These old eyes, man.
Yeah, lucky guess is what it is.
What? I saw where the flag was.
It could have been illegal hands to the face. You don't know.
I'm going to give you illegal hands to the face. Okay. We do need a better O coordinator. G Money comes in. I mean, like I said, I thought that for the longest time, but then we go to the film room, and Paul, you even seen it too.
Yeah.
A lot of guys open.
Yeah.
A lot of guys open.
Yep.
But the most penalties called 13.
Yeah.
So
crazy, right?
So that's a matchup you can exploit with Jerry over there.
Right.
So they go with a split back set, which is great in 2 minutes because you can pick up the blitz and or any other pressures. Looks like the Bills are going to rush 4.
Here
Milano
comes
and
6.
Hyde.
And yeah, Milano throws over. He couldn't get there. Lindsey is going to be covered up by Trent Murphy and
That was
Edmonds.
so-
It was a 1st and 20 though.
Well, no,
so-
it was a perfect play call for the situation because they blitzed backside and
Right.
Lindsey leaked out on the right. So he knew it was coming immediately. That's why I said I blamed the check on him. So what you have here is you have the running back on the left-hand side. You're able to pick up the blitz. Milano can't get there. He rolls a little bit to his right, and he's got Lindsey in the flat. Maybe
Honestly,
he checked it to that side.
That seam route was open on the inside. Once Hyde dropped down,
Yeah.
it was wide open.
But they're starting to try to bring pressure to try to get to Allen. They rush 5 this time.
Oh,
Picked
Trey
off
White
by-
with the pick at the 7. He's shaking and baking. He gets across the 5-yard line. Kevin Johnson with the block. Oh, yeah. Trey White walking in with to get the Bills are going to get the ball to the 14-yard line with 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's the deal, right?
Here we go. This is going to be a debate. 2 minutes. No. Shut your mouth with going on a knee.
They're going to take the
They have 2 timeouts, too.
Yeah, but
You really want to risk a punt from your own 14 at this point?
why not?
You got to run some offensive plays.
Their offense cannot move the football. What are you worried about? This is the first drive where they've even bothered.
They were moving the ball.
Just there. I'm not worried about it, right? You take it. You take the knee. You burn their 2 timeouts.
Holding. Did we trade 85?
Yeah, Chuck C says hashtag pay Trey. Trey White is a guy you can renegotiate with his contract as soon as January 1st hits.
Yep.
As soon as January 1st hits, you can sign Trey White to an extension.
Trey White, Matt Milano,
Pay the
Deion
man.
Dawkins.
Pay the man.
Poyer or Hyde? Who's
Right.
got the longer deal? All right, so on Cortland Sutton. You see?
Yeah, miscommunication.
Oh, yeah.
Big time miscommunication. And that was a question actually Rico asked in the Sportscaster chat. Was the Allen interception a miscommunication? That ball I think was just thrown high.
I think it was just a bad
floater.
throw.
No, inside
So
run. Oh, Singletary getting the get out of here. Oh, they might call that. They might call that.
Sir,
hit across the face. I know he's little, but
Sir,
he
can
comes grab him by the
you
face.
throw that, please, sir? Sir. So stupid.
So Singletary, 11 rushes for 54 yards. The Bills are in a hurry up. They're running a 3-wide set. It's a 4-wide set. You got Knox on the inside. Allen looking right. Pass rush is not going to get there. Allen's going to take off. He's going to go for the first down. And see, this is what happens. Defensive players are afraid to tackle the quarterback, right?
Because of that.
Because of all the penalties.
But if he
and
still
Allen leaks forward
keeps
for an extra
doing
5
that
yards,
stuff,
and the Bills call a timeout, 25 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, ski bag 18, slide. Yeah, what? Why take the hit there? You already got the first down. Why take the hit? Why take it?
because instincts are hard to break once you've done something your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been doing that his entire life, all the way up till last season.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, the concussion he sustained, he still doesn't care about.
Yeah,
So
I guess
because that looked eerily familiar to the Patriots game when he could have done that.
Tuna Bricks, this is a cool play-by-play format, guys. Yeah, and over on YouTube, you're obviously welcome. We're active in both chats, so if you're looking to kind of film in and see what's going on with the broadcast, we encourage you to go over to Sportscaster for that. Latency is only 1 second. YouTube, it may be behind your actual broadcast if you're trying to watch and simulcast.
Beasley's back in.
the
I think
TV.
that's important to know.
That Beasley is back in. It is 1st and down.
Whoa!
Oh, yep.
Free play.
That's it. Oh, see, Allen's like, you're about to get me killed.
Alan, that's unabated, Alan. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
If he's
everybody
just
knows
jumping
that.
off, that's one. But he was unabated to the quarterback.
quarterback.
And you don't want 58 staring you in the face.
No, sir.
That is a scary man.
Sir. So tell me why that happens, Mark.
What?
Why a player like Von Miller would jump as hard as that?
He wants to get to Allen. That's what he wants to
Right.
do. He's pressing now because the guy is known as a very dangerous force in the NFL. He only has 5 sacks. Allen's been running all over him. Mm-hmm. He's probably, PO'd about it. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to get a good enough jump, and you just get right back to him?
Yep.
Was that Dawkins? If that's Dawkins, Paul Berger's going to lose his mind. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true. Let's see what happens. Chuck C says, for the Bills, go deep. At this
Croft.
point, why not? It was on Croft.
So, no harm, no foul, apparently.
Yeah.
So, we just wasted. Yeah.
Yeah, and you pull his ass off.
Yeah.
Look at McDermott giving him the business on the sideline, as well as he should.
Sit down.
McDermott looking like he's ready to take his kids sledding. So Allen's in a shotgun set. He's got Singletary to his right. Knox is in running a seam route. Allen looks right, throws it across the middle, and that was again to Knox. 18 seconds and counting. The Bills are not taking a timeout, although they do have one.
Yeah,
they're just going to get up, They're going to snap and spike. Why snap and spike? You got 10 seconds left. Why snap and spike there?
Because you want to run a third down play. You're either trying to do two things here, all right? And because you have two options here, the wind's blowing in. That's no good. So you're trying to get a long enough play.
Is that why they spike? Because they want to get 2 plays instead of 1?
So if you throw something inbounds, you still have the timeouts for the field goal. Okay, that's why you decide to spike it there. That's 1. 2 is this: if you complete a short pass it's good enough to try to attempt a field goal, then you have the timeout to do it. If not, Allen could throw it to the end zone from here.
Yep.
Just telling you.
All right.
They're not playing deep coverage, so they're still trying to play against it.
Oh my God! They're going to burn the timeout now.
No, it had to be Denver.
No, play clock. Play clock's at 0.
Now you take the whole middle of the field out.
Here's the deal, guys.
The whole middle of the field's gone.
When you spike a football, right? They spike the football down.
Then the clock starts. Yeah.
Play clock starts all over again.
Real quick though, Butcher's Block, Patriots talk coming in.
Oh yeah,
with the 199. Cheers, fellas, go Bills.
Hey, thank you, sir.
You probably saw we were drinking Bud Light. It's only $1.99. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Matt Henry 92. This is why we can't have nice things.
Well, if you take the penalty there, then you're tipping your hand that Allen's just going to throw it in the end zone.
Well,
because by the time it gets down there, it'll be 10 seconds.
Quick question: is it subject to a runoff?
No.
Okay.
It's not a penalty.
Just make it sure.
So if you do a hold, it's a 10-second runoff. If you have an injury, it's a 10-second runoff. If you don't have a timeout, or else the timeout gets used. Clock management is terrible. Ben Johnson, I cannot agree with you any more than I just have. It's ridiculous because you take things off of the table. So you want to keep the defense guessing. With a timeout left, 10 seconds, the middle of the field is wide open for you. Now, all they're going to do is play the sidelines. They're going to play a cover 2, maybe a cover 4, keep everything in front of them. You don't have any options now.
Right. So Allen takes the shotgun snap, 6 seconds. Nope, he's still yelling coverage. Oh, another flag.
This is a dumpster fire right now. I know. When were you ever going to see dumpster fire in a broadcast? Here it is. Thanks for coming.
What a mess.
He could still reach the end zone, but now you're completely tipping your freaking hand what you're doing.
Well, and here's where you are. You've already wasted it down to spike, right? You've already called a timeout. And now you've taken...
It's third and 13.
But you've taken 2 back-to-back penalties. So frustrating now.
Can we take the good with the bad, though, with this, Paul?
Is there a good with the bad?
There's a good with the bad. The fact that there was 56 seconds left, the Bills 3 weeks ago would have just kneeled it down.
Yep. Allen takes a shotgun snap, and he's just going to hand it off in the inside. Singletary busts across. Oh, Singletary's going. He's at the 30, but that's going to be it because the clock's going to run out. And here's the problem.
When we talk about Singletary stats at the end of the game, someone remind us that was just a garbage run.
Right. Okay. So that was what?
Great
15
run,
yards?
but a garbage run. Yeah.
So here's the deal. You're now up 6-0. You were within scoring distance here. Like within striking distance.
You're shutting them out, yeah.
Right.
Third first half shutout this year, just by the...
Okay. Again, thanks. Good to know CBS is good for something. Might as well drink White Claw, get White Girl wasted, than drink Labatt's. Danger, Carlos, danger.
Carlos, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh, Paul.
I have those in the fridge downstairs.
Fetus97 says, "Someone, where's the Labatt ice?" And I responded with, "In someone else's fridge where it belongs."
So 6-0. We've seen it back and forth. We've seen the good. We've seen the bad, which happens to be the consensus for the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
Do we restart the sportscaster because that was the first half?
I don't think so.
The roasting is about to start.
Oh yeah, I do deserve the roasting, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Here's the thing, guys. I'll pull one up on my phone. Don't worry. Yeah, we got enough people in Sportscast, so let's keep the same stream going.
All right, so we'll just say first half, and we'll do the whole game.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
That's fine.
Thank you guys for joining us on Sportscaster and YouTube. We really appreciate your support through the channel. One of the things I want to mention before we get into the roast of Paul, and we'll explain why we're roasting Paul. If you go to our channel, we released a video on Tuesday. The charity that we're going to be donating to is Brian Moorman's Punt Foundation. We really want to generate $2,000 to donate to the foundation. We're working in conjunction with 26 Shirts and Dave and Adams. We have a lot of autograph merch. Here's what you do. You go to that video, you click in the description. We have a Venmo and we have a Cash App if you want to donate. It's $5 a box, up to $25 per game. We're doing the last 4 games of the regular season for the Bills, which means it's going to be Baltimore, Pittsburgh, the Jets, and New England, not in that order. But the thing is, you can buy boxes, and then we're going to do drawings at halftime and at the end of the game. So
Based on the score.
Based on the score. So you can win some autographed merch while donating to a great cause. And we're so happy to have this platform to do it. So if you get a chance, please go to that video. Please, you can donate. We've raised so far over $400 in the first week that we've had it, which is phenomenal. But we still have a lot of boxes left to give out, and we still have our goal to reach, which is 2,000.
Right. And one of the cool things about that is that you're going to have your opportunity to win an autographed, Levi Wallace gear, autographed Ed Oliver mini helmet,
Devin Singletary,
autographed
Trey
Devin
White.
Singletary mini helmet. Yeah, there's some cool stuff there that we want to make sure that you guys get your hands on. So we won't know what's being given away. That's one of the neat things about this.
That's the great thing about
when you buy a square to the game, it's going to be for autographed merch at halftime and at the final. But we don't know what's in the box. We know what could be in the box, but we're not going to know either. So you're going to get to enjoy finding out with us on the post game or at halftime of the play-by-play coverage if we're doing it. We'll break that open and find out what you won. So it'll be great, great, great. All right, so here's the deal. I made a very half-hearted bet with Mario because I figured you guys would have fun with this anyway.
I can't wait
We're
to
going
go
to
to the
start the
chat.
2-minute drill, and here's what happens. The 2-minute drill is I have to sit here for 2 minutes while I and Mario read off whatever you want to say about me. Here's the bet. I bet that Duke Williams would be active over Lee Smith, right? Again, this was a little bit before, just a shade before I found out Ty Nsekhe was going to be inactive for this game. Would I have made the bet at that time? Probably not. But regardless, the bet got made. So because Duke Williams was inactive, Lee Smith was active, I lose the bet. So starting...
Does the Wallace stuff come with a flag? Ronnie.
Love it.
Delicious.
So I'm going to start the clock right now. If you guys, anything you want to say, you guys are welcome to roast me in the comment section of YouTube or Sportscaster. We'll go ahead and read those out. The 2-minute drill starts right now. So you guys have 2 minutes to say whatever you want. My son comes in. Ranch. That's the way to get it started, son. Thank you so much.
Paul was named Ranch because he lost another bet to me, and he had to eat wings with ranch, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, eat wings with ranch in the car. It was 8:30. It was 8:30 in the morning. You bought
Evan
the ranch.
Anderson, Paul's a great man. I have spoken.
Thank you, Evan.
He looks like
much
powder.
appreciated. What? Powder? I have hair.
You do have hair, yes. I'm talking about your complexion.
Oh God, Matt Henry Paul looked like a Make-A-Wish
You would
kid in
leave
the promo video.
You would leave a fingerprint on chalk.
Yep. Oh, hey, my son says, "Hey, Dad, you should take off your hoodie to show disappointment." I should. Hold on.
What?
1 second.
That's
1 second here.
disappointment.
Yeah, don't
Are
worry.
you talking about his physique?
No.
Oh God, the Bills.
I got my Bill shirt
The
on.
AJ McCarron.
It's my AJ McCarron Bill shirt. It's actually got AJ McCarron on the back. Yeah. There we go.
That's
there we
phenomenal.
go. Hey, Paul, have Paul's wisdom teeth even come in yet? I want to see your ID, young man.
Paul, you look like a substitute math teacher that gets abused by the kids.
Yeah. Guilty.
All right, Grendel, in about 40 seconds, we're going to talk about the game.
Yep.
The ineptitude of offense.
Yep, we
which I have
got
a
40
great
seconds
idea.
left in the 2-minute drill. Again, you guys, welcome to say anything you want about me. Have fun.
If you're wearing a
This is a no-hold
Belichick
barred.
jersey, why are you hating on Tom Brady?
Oh,
'Cause you had the
come
hoodie
on now. Come on now.
That's phenomenal.
Underage drinking alert comes in. Danger, Carlos. Danger, Matt Henry. I get more meat on my wings than those arms.
Thomas Falzone comes in and says, "Love you guys." This is
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paul's hometown is actually Hidden Valley. I had to change my bio. I was on the website. Paul, originally from Hidden Valley, New York. Can we just talk about the ranch thing? Because he gave me cucumber ranch. Who gets cucumber ranch with their wings? I understand ranch is a big enough sin, but cucumber ranch? Come on.
You know
now.
why? It was buy one get one, because honestly, and you guys know this if you have kids, a lot of the vegetables you want to give them to eat, you got to put some ranch on it. Mm-hmm. So they have a lot of their cucumber ranch.
Chuck C says Paul is a grown-up McLovin. Fair. That's fair. Drew from the Rock Power Report is definitely closer to McLovin than I am.
Paul looks like only his face hit puberty. I think we roasted Paul enough.
Yeah, 2 minutes are up. Thank
Amazing.
you so much, guys.
Okay, if we could try to make the silky segue into the game, my question to you is this. Number one. Number two. Do you think the Bills' ineptitude on offense started with Morse going out?
Ooh.
And 2, does that force Denver's hand to bring more pressure up the middle than on the outside?
I mean, I think anytime you have a chink in the armor, you're gonna try to abuse that.
Timeout, thank you, buddy.
I'll go ahead and let me see if I can find out. Let me see if I can find out an update on Morris. Hold on one second. I'll go to the Twitter machine and see if we can find out an update.
Yeah, Morris seems like, you said it was a back. I thought it was probably something with his head, because that it was a really concern. It didn't seem like any of his limbs or anything was wrong.
He was holding the football on the sidelines, trying to talk people to let him go in. If it were a head injury, I think he would have gone back sooner, right? So that's where I am with that. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me see if I can find out a injury update via Twitter. Normally the people that cover the Bills, they live for stuff like this.
Yeah, so if we're talking about Mitch Morse going out, and we started talking about the quote-unquote ineptitude, they're still able to run the ball. Right. They were still able to run the ball. They were running some other routes and certain combinations that were going on.
But remember, Feliciano moved down to center, and Spencer Long went to guard. So this is something that we've seen plenty of times before, right? This is what we saw all preseason. And actually, we talked about this even before the game. You and I personally, offline. We talked about this. We talked about this before the game even started.
Yeah. It was his hand, Ronald Lennox. It was his hand. He comes in all caps. So apparently we missed the boat on that.
No, Ronald puts everything in all caps. He's just excited. You don't have to worry about that. He's just always excited.
So I think they're going to try to pressure the middle a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think they will. That seems like a smart move for Denver to try to do. Maybe you got a twist or a stunt with Von Miller coming up the middle, trying to get Spencer Long. They're able to run the ball. They ran some plays outside the box that they don't usually run, and I understand that. You're up 6-0. It is a one-score game, which is concerning. The positives are you're able to move the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're fairly consistent, no penalties, you're able to move the ball. Your defense is playing phenomenal, and they're not. I mean, except for the one interception by Trey White, they're not like. You're not abusing your defense right now because you had that 9-minute drive in the first quarter. They're rested, they're fresh, and everything.
Yeah.
Did you want to, or do you want me to do it to pull up the first half stats?
I'll pull up the first half stats.
Because I'm just really curious about the time of possession going on there. But as
Danger
far as
Carlos Danger says, is there a team that has a more versatile O-line than Buffalo? I mean, I don't know. I don't know many teams that could lose Cody Ford in this game and still be okay, because I think Ryan Bates would play. I think he would. I think he'd play fine.
Give him for what he's done so far.
Right,
not that,
exactly. And here's a guy that was a center. Bates was a center, and he's not playing center. He's the fourth center on your depth chart, because Spencer Long, if something happened to Feliciano, then what would happen is Long. Bates would move to guard, Long would move to center, and then if something happened to Long, then I mean if
something happened to Feliciano, Long would stay.
If something happened to Feliciano, Bates would come in and play guard. They wouldn't ask him to play center.
No.
You disagree?
I think Long goes to center.
Okay.
Ford goes to guard. And you put Bates at tackle.
You want any excuse to put Cody Ford at guard.
You want any excuse to put Deion Dawkins at guard. What are you talking to me
Yeah, but we're not talking about that right now.
Well, my point is this. You bring up an excellent point, which is my counter to my own point, was to say, like, okay, maybe Denver will bring pressure up the middle in the second half to try to pressure this offensive line, but you got Feliciano in there who's been doing it already.
Right, and Feliciano is so underrated. And remember, Feliciano played a ton in the preseason. Actually, the pregame show that you listened to today was something, it echoed a sentiment that we had shared months ago about the communication across the offensive line, because Mitch Morris missed so much time.
This is what benefits that. The fact that Mitch Morris was out for a majority of the training camp, and you had to shuffle guys around and do a bunch of different things. Right. It shows how versatile this line was. The communication between not only the linemen, but OG Bobby Johnson coming in. And
OG?
I can't even say Bobby Johnson anymore. I'm saying OG.
It's impossible.
He is the OG Bobby Johnson. Thomas Falzone says Intrigue on an interception. Grendel says use Foster.
Well, and I'm curious about the Foster thing, right? Because McKenzie got bottled up on that jet sweep, right? But that's not what that was. Let's call it
a pitch.
That was right. That was a pitch play, right? But it was really more of a reverse than it was anything else.
Now here's the thing. The thing that we complain about with Dable is that you're not stringing plays together. We're always talking about stringing plays together, setting it up the next play.
Right.
It's chess, not checkers. The thing that was going on. Why do you run that play? so you can run it later to do something else.
Well, and I disagree with you there a little bit, right?
It is a gadget play.
That to me is film fodder, right? Because they see Foster on the field, they give him a 10-yard bump because they know Robert Foster just runs 9 routes. He just runs goes. That's what he does.
So you think that was more to get people to come up on Foster or play more man?
Yeah, I mean, no, get up on Foster. Right, if you could prove that he's a
you're not making that tackle though as a man
agreed.
guy. You're
agreed.
10 yards back or 10 yards forward, you're not going to make that tackle anyway. So.
Agreed, but what it does is it puts that end on the opposite side on alert, and it puts the linebacker on the opposite side on alert that Robert Foster's on the field. Right, because when McKenzie's on the field, that's what you're looking at. Is he lined up in the slot? If he's lined up in the slot, you better know that linebacker on the opposite side of the field knows that McKenzie's in the slot for this play, and it impacts the way that he might approach when McKenzie drops back. Right? Because now he becomes his responsibility. It's the outside linebacker's job. That's his responsibility now. So I think by having Foster do that, it changes the way that one player on the field has to cover Robert Foster.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. But I'm just saying for this game.
Sure.
You're talking about.
Yeah. I don't think it impacts this game at all.
What could it though? If you had to
Does
talk
Robert Foster
about
have an arm?
No.
Pitch it back. Give the old Ed O'Neill, the old Al Bundy,
Jonathan
4 touchdowns in one
Jimenez.
game.
Good to see it. What's the score? 6-0 Buffalo. We're about to start the third quarter.
And the Bills have been knocking at the door the whole game. They haven't had a drive that hasn't resulted in points except for the final drive, which they only got the ball back with a minute left.
144 rushing yards today in the first half.
Crazy, right?
Maybe our preconceived notion about the Bills stalling out after Morse left, they were still able to run the ball. Denver 0 TDs allowed and 2 Buffalo Bills offensive res. So maybe the Buffalo Bills are going to get the ball. Maybe it was one of those things. They were still able to run the ball, but they weren't stringing those plays together.
Right.
So,
So let me give you the first half stats real quick. Josh Allen is 8 of 11 for 83 yards at 7.5 yards per reception. 1 interception, no touchdowns, 1 sack for 5 yards. Brandon Allen.
I think he threw away 2 passes too.
Yeah.
So the pick and the 2 passes he just threw away.
This is a short kickoff. Andre Roberts fields it at the 18. He takes it outside. He goes outside. He's got a lane. He's across the 30. He's got a man to beat.
Excellent field possession for the
job.
Buffalo Bills. He's going to be outside of the 40, let's call it the 41. Very short kickoff into the wind. Got to be a point. Very big point.
Right.
If you're watching the game right to left on your screen, it's going to be going that's away from the tunnel, surprisingly. The wind is really swirling down in Orchard Park. Those of you on YouTube, we're starting the game up again. Once again, thank you for joining us. The Buffalo Bills will take over up 6-0 with 14:52 in the third quarter.
Hey, Benny said Star got another sack, Mario. Oh, yeah. Don't believe me. He's aware. He's aware.
I know this.
Even if it's a half a sack, doesn't matter. Allen hands it off to Singletary, who's gobbled up for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Again, heavy set, predictable run situation, but the Bills have used play action pretty well the first half. So
Still no Morse, though.
Still no Morse. You're right. Let's get back to the stats real quick. Singletary, prior to that, rushing attempt was 13 carries for 62 yards, 4.8 yards per carry, a long of 11. Robert Foster's got the leading rush on the team with 22 yards, 1 attempt. Allen's in a shotgun set. You got a 5-wide set.
Knox and Beasley on the same side. He's looking to it. There it is.
Oh! Misses Beasley across the middle, and he had him.
So that was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. No, he didn't really put a lot on that. But you start to see excellent protection. Von Miller against Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins did his job.
That's it. Did his job.
You weren't going to bull rush him.
But that's the fascinating thing is you're seeing Von Miller taking primarily snaps only on the left side. He's only going up against Dawkins, and that's not what I would have done if I were Denver.
They're moving him around. They are primarily going up against Dawkins because that's the speed rusher we talk about. So he's not taking the rookie because the rookie's covered up by a tight end a lot of times. They're putting 59 over on that side. I'll get it.
You got that's Robert Foster on the outside. Allen was looking at Foster, throws it across the field. Oh, there's Foster. He's gone. Ooh,
he's so fast when he gets the ball.
But that's White. Oh no. Foster's got a hamstring. Foster took the ball across the 35. He is down on the field, and he is in an immense amount of pain. That is a hamstring, and that is a problem. For those of you who are fantasy Duke Williams owners, you will probably see him active next week.
Stop it. He doesn't cover punts.
Foster is really, really hurt. That was a beautiful route.
I know.
And
so you run everyone off and just have him go underneath.
And how hard is this? This is what Bills fans have been asking for Robert Foster. How hard is it to get that from him? It's not. It's been there all season.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Jack Patrick comes in on the YouTube.
That's not a cramp. That's a definite.
If you're not on Sportscaster, if you're on YouTube watching it, he found a life hack. Pause the feed for a bit if not on Sportscaster.
Yeah.
So you can watch over there. We do recommend you go to Sportscaster because
obviously
you get to watch the game too. So if you happen to have to go to the bathroom during the game, you got the tablet with you. You can watch the game still.
That's it.
Fabulous. Time for another bet, Paul. Evan Anderson.
No, sir, not right now.
He tends to lose those quite a bit.
Not right now.
Hopefully a cramp. Yeah, Blakely. I am very hopeful that that's just a cramp. But
I
when
disagree.
You writhe in agony,
I don't think that's a cramp.
That's pulled. Baby.
I don't think that's a cramp.
Cold. Probably didn't warm up coming out at halftime very much. But to your point, running those underneath routes, running everyone off, having him come underneath, the explosiveness that he has once he gets the ball in his hands, such a dynamic weapon if he can quote unquote get it. If you get him to get it, it's amazing.
Well, Robert Foster versus linebacker in zone coverage.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, exactly. It's see you later, right? But it's been there all season. And
has it though?
Yeah. I mean, the games that he's been active, they haven't really used him. But it's been there for Beasley all season. You know, you're not really seeing that being utilized. You're seeing Beasley a lot today, which finally, right?
Well, we talked about it quite a bit about the underneath routes being wide open on the film room. Mm-hmm. So, once again,
Juan C20 or 212. He's just tired.
He can go on a nap.
No.
So we talk about pizza for today's game is brought to you guys by Favorites Pizza of Lewiston. Mm-hmm. We got onion and pepperoni, 2 different kinds. So we got a full tray. We got onion and pepperoni. Very, very affordable prices. They do have wings as well. Mm-hmm. Lunch specials every day. Maybe now we'll activate Duke. Ben Johnson comes in. Yes, the first thing he said. So first down on a crucial down. Allen sitting in the pocket. Allen not getting touched. So we're talking about what's going on with the offensive line. You got Long in there, Feliciano calling the protections and everything.
Yep.
So get those sponsors, Mario. Evan Anderson. It'd be great. It'd be phenomenal. So the line communication seems to be holding up for the most part. We saw a different route. Allen looks like he's going to be in a shotgun set. We're going right back to the game. So we got 14:09 left. Trips, and you got Knox by himself on the bottom, which is interesting because you start to see they want to run away from it. They do want to run away from them because they feel like they do have Ford as a run blocker versus a pass blocker is definitely more formidable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is Dawkins though.
Yeah.
So what you do is you line up trips. You don't want to have any speed guys if Singletary happens to break it. So I know it's been on all day.
Yeah. But there you see Von Miller now over Cody Ford. And Ford does a really good job bottling him up. And Singletary's still going. And that's Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins just dragged his ass for 6 yards.
But so we saw the 3 wide receiver look, we saw a 2 wide receiver look, and now we start to see Von Miller going to the opposite side of the 3 wide receiver look. Yeah. So here's the deal. What you want to do is you want to get Von Miller to go over to the run side to try to support that run so he's not in Allen's face when he wants to throw to the 3 receiver side. So I can understand that play call.
But you see Von Miller over there, and now you're starting to see tight ends get some help.
Why?
Well, no, Allen threw it down because Von Miller had just cleared. That route was designed. That route was designed for Knox. Knox got caught up with Miller and wasn't there.
But why abandon it so quick? I know we talk. It's almost like Allen's in a catch-22 with us when we talk about that.
I know.
Why'd you abandon it? Why did he just throw it away? You know, stuff like that. It seemed like something could have manifested.
Sure.
If you did, because they were pulling all that way anyway. They're blocking that way anyway. Were.
But there again, you see Dawson Knox right next to Cody Ford now that Von Miller's over there. Cody Ford, oh, buddy. Oh, man. That was scary. My life flashed before my eyes right there.
I saw it in Allen's, but we got a 3rd down and 10 behind schedule. Going to the side of Von Miller is not going to be good because when you try to throw into Von Miller when he's this close to you, it's very tough.
But that's one thing that you sometimes want to do when you have that blitzing. I mean, I know he's listed as a linebacker, but the truth is he's really a defensive.
Dawkins should get rushing stats on that run.
So you got a
Trips bunch on a 3rd down. Oh, God.
And you got John Brown on the outside, so that is McKenzie on the line. Looks like Knox and Beasley
they bluffed
off.
the blitz.
And they're bringing 6. Allen's looking, fires a ball across to Beasley in the middle. Oh, Joe from Believers Talk, 100% right. And Beasley is in for the touchdown.
Tell me it was the juke route that we called in the Friday film room.
That film room route was sick. Six. Beasley was
I
wide
want to
open.
put these two plays back to back on there. But
Yeah, let's
Beasley
take a
with an
look.
excellent catch over the middle.
Let's take a look at that route. So Beasley's
in.
on the outside of your screen.
That's how it was.
But watch Knox run the clear.
Here it is.
Yep. And let's see. Ready? Come in. Yep, that's what it was. It was that juke route. Allen just had to wait for it, and boom, it was there. That's the exact same route that he ran last week.
Way
that
to
Allen
stay
missed.
in the pocket there, brother.
Yeah, and he took a hit.
Look at Ford.
I know.
Ford is jacked up, man.
Yeah.
Ford is, I got my quarterback. You chill
I love
out.
Singletary. So Hauschka's in for the extra point.
Excellent.
Hauschka knifes through the extra point, and the Bills are up 13-0. Beautiful reception by Cole Beasley, but a better route, man. That was the exact same route he ran last week that Allen missed him on, and he was wide open like that. Beautiful. No.
Okay.
See, we're good.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
So the Buffalo Bills with a drive, not powered by a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Not powered by anything special. Oh, here we go.
Matt Henry on that Singletary run. He's like, Dawkins looked like a kid dragging his kid through a Black Friday crowd.
Come on, here we go.
Yep. Third quarter offense for the Bills. I'm speechless. Evan Anderson. Yeah, that's true. It's that a great job by the Bills to score a touchdown there. Great job.
Dude is a straight up Swiss Army knife, John Roberts.
He is, absolutely. But a lot of this set up by that Robert Foster underneath route. Because that was a 25-yard gainer, easy. Mm-hmm. And, it's...
Was that third and long or second and long?
I think it was second down.
Okay.
But still, that's what it is. It's great. You guys are soon watching from St. John's. No. Actually, Buffalo 45. We're in Buffalo. So we're just in outside suburb of Buffalo. Did Timor beef stew for Dak Prescott?
No, I think that was you guys are awesome watching from St. John's, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Michigan. What's MI?
Michigan.
Okay. He says we're awesome. And
Minnesota's MN.
He's watching from Michigan.
I feel you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep.
No, but so we watch. I mean, just to kind of take it back a little bit on the Friday Film Room this past week, we talked about Beasley getting open in the Miami game, which was yes. We talked about Beasley getting open. He has these little like shift moves that you think he's going outside, and then he almost like it's like a and one mixtape. He just breaks the guy's ankle. He comes inside.
He's
he goes
like
outside.
the professor.
He is the professor. It's amazing. He cuts in, and we're like, oh my god. We hope that Allen sees that during the game. And they happen to run it down the red zone, and they ran it in the red zone before. Yep. I can't wait now to break down both of those plays and put them right back to back and show you guys. But amazing catch, amazing route, amazing for Allen to stay in there.
Well,
because he was watching that pocket collapse in on him. He knows if he stays there for a second longer.
And that's trust in Beasley, because I'm sure that they didn't miss. Line. I'm sure they did not miss that Beasley's route last week.
Good Lord.
And they said, "Listen, we just have to give him. I just need a second." That's it.
Beasley starting to come on before they play Dallas. Everyone keeps talking about it in the chat, and they talked about it on our streams.
Great point.
Him going back to Dallas. They're going to know him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he's going to be extra motivated for that game as well.
Absolutely he is. So let's talk about Bills' receiving stats for the day.
Shivas Gold watching from Texas. Awesome.
Here's the deal. Every receiver on the Bills has only been targeted one time except Cole Beasley, who has 7 targets. John Brown,
catches.
1 target. Tyler Croft, 1 target. Robert Foster, 1 target. Dawson Knox, 1 target. Devin Singletary, 1 target. Cole Beasley, 6 for 7 for 76 and a TD.
So let me try to get this. All right. I hope that Scott Blakely comes in on YouTube. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Sir.
Oh, hey. Thank you so much,
Hope they blitz
Scott.
like last week. Denver will start passing soon. It's great.
Well, that's exactly right. And getting Denver.
Jets are beating Oakland, by the way, 20-3.
That's great.
That's phenomenal.
That's great.
Ryan Griffin just got an extension, got a 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
You stole it from me.
I stole it from you on
football.
fantasy.
So stupid.
Yes, sir.
I was looking for it. As soon as he got extended, I wanted to pick him up. Buffalo Bills on the kickoff, and that's going to go into the end zone.
Oh, they're going to run it out.
Spence is going to bring it out. He's at the 10. He's at the 15. He's at the 20.
Oh, goodness gracious. Jordan Poyer.
Jordan Poyer says nope.
Yeah. Jordan Poyer doing the silly salmon.
Jets and spin 0481 says Jets and Cincy are winning, which is good. Apex game plan is to feed Beasley. Mm-hmm. I can't be wrong. I can't be mad at that. It was a phenomenal game plan.
Yep.
Ben Johnson blitz that chump, and Mike Trout comes in. Poyer with the hit. You could pin your ears back a little bit, but don't slough off too much that you let them drive the field on you.
Right.
I understand you got to keep the pressure up just as it was 6-0.
Right.
That's what I would do if I was playing defensively. Stars in a tilt 4-3. You got
Oh, Milano's coming in on the outside. Oh, that was Lorenzo Alexander.
Ooh.
Philip Lindsay stumbles forward. Oh, ball is out.
No, he's right there. That was just an extra blocker.
Oh, never mind then.
He may be drunk. I don't even know.
Me?
No. So the third quarter, 12:37 left. Buffalo leads 13-0. It's going to be a 2nd and 6 for the Denver Broncos. I just got to keep talking.
Yeah, that's it. That's
go by that.
good idea.
All right.
Good idea.
The other Allen is doing pretty good.
Well, and the stat pops up on the screen. 34 rushing yards today for the Broncos, and that's how you have to stop them. Fant goes in motion. It is an offset eye. Allen is going to take the snap, and he hands it off to Lindsey. He's going to the outside. Edmonds cannot get there. Lindsey across past the first down. Nice pop by Hyde. That was a nice little gainer.
But with
Phillip
those
Lindsay.
plays, what I like is when the quarterback goes like this one way and then hands it the other way, you're trying to take advantage of the aggressive defense. So what happens is when he shows the ball to the right, Milano takes that step there, Edmonds gets caught in the wash, and then there's nobody to scrape over and get the tackle.
Yeah.
Alexander
takes on the blocker, but he took on the blocker on the inside.
You got Levi in there now. So.
Right. Well, and they were in a true 4-3 there, so
yeah.
They have a tendency to stop the rush a little bit better,
Levi,
and that's what they're doing. They're in a
true
4-3 right now, although they're stacking. Milano comes in on the blitz, and
wow.
oh goodness gracious!
Can
my
anybody
goodness!
block him?
Oh my goodness, Milano!
Talk about a Swiss Army knife.
What a beautiful job!
Wow, that was amazing. Just trying to cut through like hot butter.
And those are the types of tackles that you sometimes have to get worried about when they end up going low and roll over the quarterback. We've seen those called before. I understand the target zone is not below the legs, not above the shoulders. I'm glad they didn't call that because that's not what the interpretation of that rule is.
No,
but I'm sure there's several Broncos
but then
fans
gives him
out there
something to think about.
Right.
All right. So Broncos come out in a shotgun formation.
Bills are back in nickel.
So they're
handoff on the inside to Freeman.
Which happens.
Milano cannot get there off the block, and that is going to be a first down. You're okay.
Perfect time for that to happen, though.
Are you okay with letting Denver run the football right now?
No, I'm not at all.
You're already 4 minutes
because
deep
it
into this
sets
quarter.
up so much. It sets up so much.
Murphy couldn't get off, and Milano gets caught up.
He almost got there, but you're not going to tackle. You're not going to tackle Freeman like that.
No.
But interesting. They go to nickel immediately. He checks to a run.
Yep.
So he has the blueprint in his mind of what he wants to run and how he wants to do it. Buffalo Buddha said Milano's playing great. He is playing great. I mean, you can't just take one missed tackle and say the guy.
Bill's back in a straight 4-3, and Edmonds is feinting the blitz up the pipe, and he is.
This
checking,
is where I would.
He's checking
I would
a
go off
run
now.
in the offset.
I would check off. Check off.
No, and he's in there. Oh man, play clock went down to 0. Flag on the play. But that's what you do, right?
To a third game he's starting.
Yep. If you can feint a blitz, and it creates a little confusion for a young quarterback who has to check out, and now you just gained 5 yards. Great job.
That's the defensive equivalent to Allen doing a hard count.
Yeah, that's right.
Yards.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you did.
Absolutely.
So with 10:38 left, Denver Broncos are going to have a 1st and 15 now. They, as you see on the stat, they have 5 penalties for 50 yards on the day. They're going to be at the Buffalo Bills 46-yard line. Looks like they're going with a 3 wide receiver set with a running back. I can't tell if that's Freeman or that's Freeman.
Oh, Bills are faking 6 up to the front. Milano's dropping off. Allen is dropping back to a half shotgun set. He motioned, but nobody moved.
They're going to bring in 6.
Yep.
So he goes to the outside for man coverage to Cortland Sutton. And that's not really the spot you really want to go. But Sutton is a heck of a player. Let's not take anything away from Sutton. There's a reason why Trey White is going to be shadowing him all game.
First, it's now going to be 2nd and 15. But you can tell Allen's getting a little shook here, right? You brought in Edmonds.
Wow.
Yeah, quacker.
But he's throwing into the side where the wind is blowing in his face.
Yeah.
And Allen's not really known to have a cannon.
No. No, very true.
Very true. I'm sorry, Broncos Allen.
Yeah. Paul Berg says, love the wind. That's right. That's right. Love the wind. Juan C. 212 says, quack, quack. They motion Freeman out to the far outside.
Alexander's in coverage.
Hoyer.
Careful, Alexander's in coverage. He's looking that way.
Allen's a little confused, throws it over to Freeman.
That's not really what
mind you, Freeman was basically a free man out.
Oh, we got a flag.
They had no interest in covering Freeman. Poyer was on him. There was nothing there.
This could be a penalty on the Buffalo Bills.
You think a personal foul?
I don't know. Probably jumping in late. I don't know. But I saw Lorenzo Alexander in coverage, which worried me a little bit, and that's where Allen looked initially.
Yeah. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Yep, there we go. See, I don't think it's here. I think it's on the follow-up by Poyer. Oh, no. Follow-up by Oliver. Ed.
Led with his head.
Yep.
Which happened. I mean, the guy's playing so aggressive. He might be a little frustrated at the defensive line play that's going on. And
they're not really challenging the inside.
They are with the linebackers. They're bringing the linebackers up to shoot the gaps to try to take care of the run, and I understand that. Mike Trotter, things are starting to go south. Not yet. No, just believe me, they still have not scored, and we're at 9:58 in the third quarter.
Right. Time is still on your side here because it's at least a 2-score game.
I think if you play Phillips and legit, you don't have to get out of your nickel. Luget.
Every time you say his name, I'm just going to pause for a second to make you question it.
I will. Hughes is coming off. You got Trent Murphy and Shaq Lawson will be your ends on this play with number 94 and Phillips. So you got Lorenzo on the end. So they're playing heavy. So you talk about they were in 22 personnel, so they're going to come in and play heavy.
It goes nowhere.
Philip Lindsay trying to weed his way through everybody. But you saw on that play, they went with really their heavy defensive line set.
Yep.
You had Lorenzo Alexander on there, and they brought everybody up. So when I called 22 personnel, what happened is Denver came out with 2 running backs and 2 tight ends. So when you see that, like a shift change almost in hockey, when you start to see that, you could try to adjust your defense and or offense to what's ever going on.
Mike Trotter, tackle that white boy, jeez.
Oh my God, stop it. Stop it. So with just over 9 minutes left, 2nd and 8 for the Denver Broncos. They are in Buffalo Bills territory at the 22
Lindsey does not
line.
know his protection call right now. Oh, they motion back, so they got split backs. Double motion again. It's a fake to the screen, and they throw it over to Fant on a screenplay, and that just went absolutely nowhere. Ball is on the ground.
It's still out. It's still out.
They are fighting for
Fant's
it.
Fant's pointing to the ground.
We will see what happens. They're telling the clock to run, which means that they believe Denver has retained the football.
Did you see the ref look at him? He goes, I don't know.
He looked at the ref. Play clock is running right now. Now, mind you, the play clock is running, and these guys are still on the ground. So let's take a look at the replay. Wallace in with the tackle.
Well, no.
Phillips coming in. That's ball's not out.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's down. But again, Fant is a major target. He's now, mind you, right? He now has he now leads the team in targets for this game. Oh, I'm sorry. Cortland Sutton would have 3. Fant would have 2. That's it.
There you go.
That's it. Like that's it.
So just over 8 minutes. They're having a very sustainable drive at this point. It's 3rd and 13. Like I said, this is a very key down. Allen knows that he can't take a sack here on this play. No matter what happens, he can't take a sack. Maybe not an inside handoff. They fake the blitz. They're going to go man.
Allen goes up to the outside.
They're going to make him throw. How about offensive pass interference, sir? Oh, no, it had to be catchable. Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
So if that ball was anywhere near catchable, you could have called an offensive pass interference. But Allen, knowing I can't take a sack here,
right?
What the Buffalo Bills decided to do because they had split backs, Milano went with one, Edmonds went with the other. They're great in coverage. Okay, but they're going to keep their offense on the field here at a 4th and 13.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to kick into the wind. Now.
Well, that should tell you how.
Well, they decided
how bad that wind is.
They wanted to make him go second level, and I can understand that. Instead of running a quick screen pass, you decided to make him go second level. I don't mind that at all.
But 4th and 13 is pretty aggressive. Like you're not looking for a hard count to get some easy yards here.
I understand. You're not kicking in Denver though. This isn't kicking in Denver. This is kicking with the Buffalo Bills.
And the Bills call a timeout. Well, I mean, I can't say that I would have anticipated them going for it on 4th and 13, right? I mean, it's a little early for that, but you look at the win and you say, well, you're going to kick it. It's going to be a 40-plus yard field goal. Maybe.
If they kicked it here, I would start laughing because you just made them burn a timeout.
That's a fascinating idea.
I kick it here.
Oh, come on.
How did I know? How did I know, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, they called a time. So in YouTube, they're asking why did they call a timeout? It may have been because they didn't really love the coverage that that they had out there. They're looking at, they might have been in a base 4-3, and they're like, no.
That's
We got
such a
the right
veteran move
personnel
by
out there.
Fangio.
Yeah, that's.
But if they
pretty
miss
nasty.
this, doesn't matter. Brandon McManus is pretty good. So
Well,
I think
again,
he'll make
the
this.
Bills get better field position. The Bills take it over at the 35 if they do miss it. The kick is up, and it looks like it might be good, and it is. All right, so that brings the Bills' lead to only 10. Denver is
so
on
mad
the board.
about that.
13-3, 7:40 left in the third quarter. Denver still has all their 3 timeouts. Yeah, McManus got all of that one.
You button hooked me. I know you're going to button hook me. So with 7:40 left in the third quarter, the Buffalo Bills now lead by 10 against the visiting Denver Broncos. If you're joining us on the YouTube feed and the Sportscaster feed, thank you for joining us and taking time out of your day to listen to us call a game instead of Rich Gannon and whoever else he had with him.
It doesn't matter. They're terrible.
CBS. They're horrible. Who's our Canadian brethren? Because they would enjoy the
Oh, you're rocking Verners?
I'm rocking the Verners.
That's Burkett? Burkett, the last name.
Yep.
Yeah, Burkett.
So, did you ever have a Boston cooler? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what a Boston
French
cooler is.
vanilla ice cream. Here, you guys, write this down. French vanilla ice cream, Werner's soda, Werner's ginger ale.
Yeah.
Blend it up.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Good lord.
See, I used to work at a restaurant, and we had a lot of Canadian folks that would come in, and they would always order Bloody Caesars, which is a Bloody Mary with Clamato juice.
I'm done.
It's kind of like a clam juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. The weird thing about Clamato juice is, even though it's clam juice, you don't have to refrigerate it. Always kind of weird.
Noisy boys Canadian.
Oh, hey.
What's weird is they don't sell us the 2-liter bottles. We only get these. So, I can only get the 12-ounce cans.
Oh, hey, Wansi just sent us some popcorn. Thank you, Juan.
Hey!
Thank you so much.
Good on you. He goes, yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm the Canadian. The Canadian.
I'm the Canadian.
That's
right.
only one in here at a time. All right? You guys knock it off. The Buffalo Bills, like I said, up 10. Burn a timeout, though. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. If you didn't like the defensive setup, the pressure is still on the offense at a 4th and 13.
Sure it is.
So if they don't get the conversion, they do get the conversion, it doesn't really matter. Okay.
Right.
If they decide to kick it, I don't like calling a timeout there because you thought you were set up wrong. Because this defense has faced
4th and 13.
Yeah.
It's almost an unmanageable 4th down.
Yeah,
Really, when you think about it.
So they've had trouble getting to you and doing all this other stuff. Plus, you get Denver to show their hand on a 4th down play because it may happen a little bit later in the game.
I feel you there.
So I don't like using a timeout there because I consider those things gold. And in a game that is now 10 points, would have been 13, it's still a winnable game for Denver.
Right.
With things that have been going on.
Well,
so I don't like that.
Spin 0481 says Buffalo. Buffalo is the worst team when it comes to using timeouts, and also Spin said that Buffalo just gave them 3 points. They really did allow them to drive down the field, but we said that stopping the run for Denver was going to be tough. Andre Roberts takes that ball at the 10-yard line. He's looking to go outside. He's got no seam, nowhere to go. Tackled down about the 26-yard line, so the Bills are going to take over 1st and 10 from there. And Cole Beasley has been the man. I can't really argue with CBS here. He's been their primary receiver all day long, which kind of lines up with what we've been seeing on film. Yeah, there's that nasty route. There's that nasty little route, and look at that. But that route is made possible by Brown running that corner route, right? Brown runs the corner route, clears out the other guy in coverage.
McKenzie in there too as well. So the Buffalo Bills going to try to.
Ooh, look at this.
The stack.
You're stacking Brown
it's a
and
handoff
Beasley.
inside. What are you talking about?
The handoff inside to Frank Gore. Oh, God. Listen, look at that.
So let's get Gore up to ahead of Barry Sanders on this drive and then have him score. But you look at it, they're coming out.
Buffalo and hurry up.
They're going to run the ball. You got Long in there as Feliciano because I don't know if we're going to see Morse again because his hand is injured. You got Allen underneath center now. Looks like another.
Well, at this point, what's the rush, right? Gore going to the outside. He's going to get the first down, and he's still going. John Brown blocks it. Frank Gore. Woo!
What a run by Frank. But pulling as well. Who was pulling on that? Was Spencer Long pulling on that, or was that Feliciano?
No, it had to be Spencer Long. What a beautiful run by Frank Gore. I didn't actually know what to say there. I wanted to start yelling out yardage, but I was too busy watching a legend run the football down the sideline. So I got a little
from
caught up
Manitoba.
there. Sorry about that.
Good to be representing.
They have internet there? Anyway.
We need those 2 blue liners from Medicine Hat. Where are they at?
So Allen takes the snap. RPO. He's going to keep it going along the outside. He's going to gain about 3 here.
Oh.
A flag on the play on
McKenzie.
McKenzie. And that's going to back them right up. Yep.
Yeah, Allen.
Why do all referees walk the same? You ever notice that?
Well, they got to make sure the belt stays on, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand that both the call and the decision.
Yep.
I know they crashed down. I understand that. You have a bevy of other plays to run there.
Yep.
You have a bunch of other plays to run. And now they're going to come out with all the career yardage with
Yep. Well, that's fine. They keep us updated on it, so we don't have to do it. So that works out.
So Barry Sanders is at 15,269, and currently they're going to flash the stat for Frank Gore, which
oh, thanks for that, CBS.
Thanks, CBS.
Sure.
I appreciate you. Okay, he's probably like 15 yards away anyway.
Gore takes it on the inside. Oh, man! I thought he was about to blow out a tire.
But
Gains about 2 yards.
I know,
there.
but what a veteran move though, because he knew, all right, this play's dead. I just got to get upfield.
Yeah. Well, second down now, so it's instead of 1st and 17, now it's 2nd and 15. So, all right, you're fine. You're still
6 minutes left.
Again, watch the Bills run this tempo, right? And watch when the snap happens, because snap's going to happen before 15 seconds.
Which it has.
Yep, there it is. Josh Allen was staring McKenzie down, completely misses John Brown in the middle of the field.
But the look.
Yeah,
he's
that was
happy.
on him. That was on Allen. It was a little behind him.
Yeah, if you could read lips, you knew what happened in the broadcast. So he takes shotgun. Protection looks good. He looks right, looks left. He sees Brown over the middle.
Yeah, he just missed.
Ooh, that hit him in the hands?
It does hit him in the thumb.
I look like he jammed it.
But watch him slow down, right? So Brown settles down, and I don't think Allen anticipated him settling.
So
you think that's on Brown?
Behind schedule, you got a 5 wide look. You got Singletary over on the wing on the right-hand side. Brown is at the bottom of your screen. McKenzie's at the top with Beasley in the slot, and Croft looking to block and then goes out to the flat.
Allen throws a bullet, and it goes off to Broncos on the way over to McKenzie. And that's Josh Allen starting to force stuff, right? Quacker. That was a quacker.
So there's a guy that was playing Croft and sloughed off and drifted back, which Allen should have seen. I understand he should have seen. Looks like we got an injured Bronco, number 20, coming off the sidelines. But that is a situation where you need to. So first down play is a penalty. Second down play doesn't work. Third down play doesn't work, and now you're punting back to Denver.
Well, and it's problematic, right? I understand it's the Bills' first punt of the day, but they just scored points, right? So
Terrell Jones was waiting on the goal line.
He was. The one thing you don't want is a short drive after the Broncos just scored points, right? You got the lead. And this is where we've seen Buffalo start to lose games. I think a lot of Bills fans are probably in the gloom and doom scenario already of, here it goes again. Here it's happening again. And, I understand that perspective, but the fact still remains that, you got to score points after your opponent scores points. And Buffalo just didn't do that on that drive. And one was a missed throw. That was a total misread on the McKenzie pass.
It was. It definitely was. You got to see that guy that's backing off of Croft. He's letting you have Croft because it's only an 8-yard pass.
Right.
There's got to be other options on that play. I understand that. Stephen P. comes in and says, what is the situation of Foster on the injury? Spin 0481 says, hamstring questionable to return. Mm-hmm. Joshua Chase, either trying to force first down or no post-snap read. We've been talking about Allen with his post-snap. Pre-snap and post-snap, there's 2 different reads that he has. All right, if he goes in pre-snap and says, okay, they're going to cover 2 man under, I know that this guy should be open. Then when they start to shift and do a bunch of different things, may not blitz, may blitz, you have to have a post-snap read as well and where you're going to go with the ball. So it seems that his post-snap reads are having a little bit of trouble with the communication, especially being behind schedule. It's a lot tougher when you're behind schedule. If it's a 3rd and 4, you got more advantages as a quarterback and as a play caller when you have very short fields and very short distances to work with. But there's not many plays like they say in the playbook for 3rd and 13 like that. So. Right.
Danger Carlos Danger calls McKenzie Clifford Franklin.
I was laughing at that when I saw it come on.
Yeah. Let's see here. And Paul Berg responds, yes, but Clifford Franklin only catches the ball when Clifford Franklin wants to catch the ball.
He missed that Twinkie. I know that.
Yeah, sure did. And maybe we're talking about a little nap time here for, how sometimes when you eat too many snacks, right, you start to run into the crash. Maybe Dable's crashing a little bit here.
There was a time.
I don't mind the play calls. I shouldn't say it. I don't mind the play calls. I don't.
There was a time back in the day when my kids were very young, and I used to watch the Bills game, and we weren't doing this. And I used to take a nap at the start of the 4 o'clock game, and I wake up at halftime to see how bad my fantasy teams were doing.
Right.
This is the time. This is exactly what you're talking about. I just got to take a nap now because they did score in the third quarter, though. With 5:32 left, the Denver Broncos have a first down at their own 13-yard line. Hopefully the Bills' philosophy starts to change a little bit, but if we look at their set, they're coming out in a 4-3.
Super tight set.
Yeah. This is where I worry about them throwing into the flats on Zoe with bringing Fant over to that side.
Yep, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to isolate Fant on a pass play.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Ooh!
Oh, Lorenzo got caught being a little tall on Lindsey.
Yeah.
Got caught being a little tall.
Big man up there.
Yep, that's right.
Trey White.
Good job, Trey. Good job.
So he's got a pick, and he's limiting Sutton to, what, 2 catches? 1 catch? I think only 1 catch.
1 catch. Yeah, he's got 1 catch, 3 targets.
Good thing I sat him in my fantasy today because I knew
Yeah,
Trey
good
White
call.
would be on him.
Good call. So Joe from Believers Text says, at this rate, Frank Gore will break the rushing record in 2028. Anyone doubt he'll still be playing by then?
I don't think I think he will.
Oh, Shaq Lawson coming in, and the screen pass goes out to Freeman, and Milano just gets him down. Yeah, that was close.
I thought it was. But Milano, that's why you have him and the speed that he has on the outside and able to do, is that you run a play action like that. Milano ends up going to the outside. We've seen this play run many times on the Buffalo
but Milano
Bills.
doesn't get caught, right? Because that's a sneaky play. And not so savvy outside linebacker is going to get caught by the wash, right?
Well, he knew he was still in the cutback lane if that was a run.
Right.
He was still able to do that. But that's one of the plays that we saw a lot of times. We saw the Eagles run it. We saw the Jets run it where they would flank the guy over there. But he wasn't in man on the other side. So Denver's going to come out in a 4-wide set. Allen's back looking. He's got a little pressure in his face. He throws it over.
Yep. Oh, Trey almost there on the pick, too. Oh, man. Trey White is having himself a season.
He is, man. A lot of people talking about all-pro. Not just Pro Bowl, but all-pro. Which, I mean, we can have a discussion about that sometime in the car about Pro Bowl. Does it even mean anything anymore?
I don't know. Well, I think as a defensive player, yeah. Quarterback, no.
How many times did I have to hear, hey, Tyrod Taylor's a 2-time Pro Bowl?
Well, yeah, please. Barely beat out Derek Carr, who played with a broken back. Derek Carr played with a broken... That is a fact.
Yeah, we got to get it.
That is a fact.
We get back on track. Milano is nasty. Milano, nice tackle from Spin and Mike Trotter in the chat. Thank you.
The punt is away. A nice punt. It's fielded at the 25. Roberts is looking for a little space inside. He cuts across the 30, across the 40, and he's going to be down at the 42-yard line. If he could only play the wide receiver position, I'd actually like him.
Oh, stop it.
He had his opportunities, man. He had his
Sal
opportunities.
Capaccio was talking about it on Buffalo Live this morning. He was talking about the special teams being a huge factor in today's game, like swinging the game one way or the other. And we've seen a couple of returns now by Roberts where it's happened for a couple of weeks now where he's just there. So nice to see how that manifests as we see the Buffalo Bills remaining schedule of the gauntlet that you talked about. So you got Dallas, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's not a pushover anymore.
Yeah, we get into the deep water real
New
fast
England
here.
And the Jets. You talk about the Jets, maybe Pittsburgh, as people that have confidence going into. We'll talk about that in postgame as well.
Right.
But you're going with a 2 wide receiver set. Inside handoff to Devin St. Well, actually, Allen's going to keep it himself. He's going to get about 3 yards on the play, like I said. And we could keep repeating it all day for you and everyone in Hashtag Nation as well. But I'm not a fan of him carrying the ball.
No.
I understand that. But if there's something they're trying to set up, I can understand it.
Yep. Well, here we see.
I may not like it, but I can understand it.
Here we see Von Miller back on the outside and got tight end over him. They're bringing 5. Allen's looking. He finds no one because the ball is batted down.
That's what happens when you stare down a receiver.
Yeah.
On one side.
Straight stare down.
But with the motion by Beasley across the formation, it tells you that they're in man coverage. He knew that was man coverage. Stare down on the left side the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much going on
there. His base
got
pretty wide on that, too.
Well, no surprise there.
So you wanted to go
He's
to
looking
Beasley.
at Beasley again. Who
why
really
wouldn't you?
didn't beat his man all that well. I mean, he
even
had
when
him
he's
turn
covered,
around.
he's open, though.
I know.
If you put it in the right spot.
All right. We'll live there. That's fine.
3rd and 7 now.
Bills in a 3 wide receiver set. Looks like Von Miller going up against Cody Ford again, and that is Dawson Knox catching it about 2 yards short of the first down. So it's a 3 and out. It's going to be 4th and 2, and the Bills are not going to go for this. We're going to bring out the punting unit again.
Again. Well, you know what I mean? The Denver's defense is not bad. I mean, they were able to make adjustments at halftime, it seems. After that first drive that the Buffalo Bills were able to score, they were able to make some adjustments.
Agreed.
Knox bobbled that a little bit. I think if he caught it cleanly, it would have been interesting.
I don't think he would have gotten the first down even with the.
Well, no, I think it would have been interesting because he would have turned around and went Rambo on somebody.
Right. Cody is going to punt this ball standing at the 35-yard line. And boom goes the dynamite. And we're going to see where this one lands. I have been waiting. Spence is going to field that one at the 17. And did he call for a fair catch? I must have, I guess.
Down. So with here we go. This is the thing that we were talking about.
Records.
The Buffalo Bills in their 7 wins have beat teams that are 15-55. The next 4 games, 28-12 combined.
John Burkett. Defense. Yeah, the 3 and outs are scary, right? So 3 and outs are scary.
Oh no, we suck again.
Oh no, we suck again.
So very unceremonious last 2 drives. 2:29 left.
Yeah.
You calling on your defense once again to try to give yourself a stop.
Sure.
They held them to 3 and they held them to a punt. So they go with a heavy formation again. A lot of communication going on with the Bills. You got Kevin Johnson in the game on Noah Fant now.
Yeah.
Be sure to watch that.
Edmonds coming in up the pipe.
Middle.
Throws across against Trey to Cortland Sutton, and that's just not going to be open all day. I don't know why you're trying to force feed Cortland Sutton. I mean, that's his 4th target
That's your
of the
guy.
day.
That's
I
your
know,
guy.
he's their best guy. He's their best receiver.
We start to see the difference of dynamic of the coaching for the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills it doesn't seem like they're even trying to go to John Brown.
Nope.
Because Chris Harris is locking it down.
Yep.
I mean, could be used as a decoy. I'm not sure what's going on, but so far John Brown has been a ghost. Mm-hmm. And now you come back to the Denver Broncos, who their only weapon is Cortland Sutton and Noah Fant, who they've tried to utilize quite a bit. You got Lorenzo at the top of your screen.
Yeah, so the Bills are in a true 3-4 pressure. Oh God, the Bills are getting gashed up the middle all day today. Even the 4-3, but that's again, we talk about the 4-3 is more effective against the run, but they had sold out to blitz there because Lorenzo dropped to the outside
because
he was bringing
he
the
wasn't
blitz.
there in the lane where
right. Had he not blitzed, that's a 2-yard gain. Right.
Perhaps I don't know because. The things about the Denver offense, their offensive line, they're still pretty decent, and we're still struggling when the guards and tackles get to the second level on Milano and Edmonds. It's still a little tough unless the wide guys running sideways or they can get them.
Right. So let's see. It's 3rd and 3 from the 25. Allen takes a shotgun snap, and dear God, Shaq Lawson coming through, sacks him at the 11-yard line. Yeah, that's contract sack right there. He's like. I'm gonna be eaten. He's gonna be eaten like Zeke.
I'm wondering why on a big sack like that, like if it's a manageable down and distance,
let's watch.
Go up to the line immediately.
Let's watch where he comes from. Right, he was in the defensive tackle position and just simply nobody picked him up. Absolutely nobody touched him.
Is Oliver taking notes? I mean. You were talking about defensive tackle.
Yep. Well, Shaq Lawson is he plays all over this defensive line.
What a great discussion for the end.
I know, right? What is
Oliver DE and Shaq and then get rid of Star.
Roberts fields the punt at the 42. He is murdered at the 45.
Yeah, no, I mean we could talk about it at postgame, but you talk about Shaq Lawson moving down to DT and then shifting Ed Oliver to the outside.
Sure.
And then you post June first cut Star Latula, you save an extra $7 million.
Yeah.
You still got Oliver on his rookie deal. Why not throw him?
Throw the $7 million
two
at
for
him.
20.
Well, yeah, you'd have space for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have space
players
for him.
with 1 sack. 15 players this season, leading the NFL. 15 players with 1 sack. Just tells you with the total team defense that they have.
Well, exactly. But that's Sean McDermott.
That's more Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Not more Leslie Frazier. It's more Sean McDermott. It's the thing to pay attention to. With 51 seconds left in the third quarter, the Bills take over at their own 45. They hand it off to Singletary inside. He breaks a couple tackles and gets over to around the 49 of Denver.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about Denver and the running and their ability to run on the Bills' defense right now, because I think that's pretty important. A lot of people are probably getting a little frustrated with the fact that the Bills are giving up rushing yards. But this is what happens when you blitz, right? When you blitz, you can give up a run to a runner who's patient and can mind a cutback.
Yeah.
Right? And Lindsey is that type of dangerous runner. So is Singletary. They're dangerous when you want to blitz and you hand off to them. They can wait till the last second to make a cut and go.
And they're very and they're very quick into
Right.
the hole to do that.
Right.
So it looks like the Buffalo Bills are going to let this run. I don't know if they're going to let this run down. Or they're going to try to catch
looks
him
like
off
they
guard.
might try and catch him
The
on a
third
hard
and four.
count.
Second and 4, I'd run a play, but you don't really want to.
And they're just going to let time expire.
So at the end of the third quarter, the Buffalo Bills lead the Denver Broncos 13-3. The Buffalo Bills will have a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Don't cross your arms. You look like you're yelling at everybody. Are you disappointed?
I'm always disappointed. That's Mike Trotter comes in laying down the law, son. Spin 0481 says 200 plus rushing yards today.
Paul Burke says Denver took a timeout.
We're gonna make you run it because we want the most time that we want with the wind.
That's an interesting idea.
So you're gonna give the Buffalo Bills the win for one play.
Right.
I
Yep.
understand
So
that.
Denver called a timeout with 2 seconds left. 3rd and 2. Well, and they're gonna have to punt it into the wind.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Well, they put in to win anyway because it was already fourth quarter.
Right. But they'd have a 3rd and 2
Into the wind.
into the wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why call the timeout? Why give them the win?
You know what? Timeouts baffle me in this game. Maybe they didn't have the defense set up right.
Oh, got it. They weren't going to snap the ball. Crosser to McKenzie. 1st down. Thanks for the timeout. So the Bills
Now officially the end of the third quarter.
Now we're at the end of the third quarter. Yeah, Paul Berg. McKenzie caught a ball. I know. We're shocked, too.
Oh, stop it.
We're shocked.
So if we look at, man, this chat and this group of Bills fans are so fun to watch with. John, I appreciate it. Bills will beat the Cowboys, Ben Johnson. McKenzie with the first down. Yep, Joshua Chase, thanks for taking a timeout so we can get a quick first
Yeah,
down.
exactly.
Yeah, I didn't understand the timeout there. I maybe you wanted to have the most, I don't know, you wanted to have the most time. If he thought his defense would stop him, then you have the entire quarter with the ball. And they have to punt into it.
Right.
I understand it. That's fine. That's fine. You don't expect them to go to McKenzie, which kind of threw him off a little bit. But the Buffalo Bills, I wouldn't say clinging to a 10-point lead.
I'm comfortable with the way they're moving the football. But big difference between Denver defense quarter 1 versus Denver defense quarter 2 and after is they're trying to isolate Von Miller on Cody Ford, and you're starting to see a lot of tight end usage on that side of the field.
Ooh, spin 0481. Are they gonna run with Gore and get him the 1 yard he needs?
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. They'll get it for him.
I think they'll wait till they're on the goal line.
Yeah.
And make it a touchdown.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, probably. That makes the most sense. Juan.
What's up, weirdos? Daniel's here.
Hey! What's going on, bud?
What'd you say?
Juan C212 is killing us right now in Sportscaster, sharing the love. A foam finger for us in Sportscaster.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, I enjoy my Verners.
A rookie.
I'm not allowed to have these cans in. Look at Andre the Giant's hand on a beer can.
That's a 12-ounce can.
That's a 12-ounce can, though.
See, your hand and my hand are the same size.
That's kind of stupid.
I know. Your hands are a lot wider than mine, though. That's just a fact. Hey.
I got Shrek fingers.
We just got a thumbs up.
Oh,
very
the
much,
Bills.
Elliot.
Appreciate it. Yeah, da Bills. Awesome. On to Dallas, Jack Patrick. Don't even start spamming the chat already.
Already? Oh, man.
On to Dallas.
And Juan drops another thumbs up. Thank you, sir. But here's the thing about the Dallas game, right?
4 fingers up. Let's finish this. Big JH. Yep, that's what you do.
What?
Fourth quarter. You never played, so you got to put the fourth
quarter.
quarter.
I didn't play football. My mom wouldn't let me play football because I was too fragile. That's Italian.
So you... Crayon tastes like purple.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't let me play football. I can't imagine why.
You're a heck of a shortstop, though.
Yeah, I was a good ball player.
Get crunk, you guys.
We're drinking Bud Light. Come on, we don't. The fridge isn't big enough.
Poland Spring is more alcohol than Bud Light.
You could just take it into the urinal and pour it down the toilet, cut down the middleman.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap. He is buying time, rolls out to his right. Holding penalty is going to be called, and Allen is.
Why?
He didn't see the flag. Well, he didn't see the flag.
Well, no, I don't understand why they just take it out of bounds. Just go out of bounds.
Yeah.
So we got a hold now because of the time that he was supposed to. He held the ball in the pocket and everything.
Must have been that timeout that Denver took.
going to throw a chair at you, I swear to God. It will be too much to ask for a stress-free fourth quarter. Mike, it is always too much to ask with the Cardiac Kids.
Cardiac Kids, that's right.
So Ford, it looks like...
we should be sponsored by Gates Vascular Institute. We should be. That's my God, two more thumbs up.
Oh,
all right, thank you.
They really
boys.
want you to drink.
That's it.
So Buffalo Bills come up in their trips look, which they've run a lot with Knox, the only receiver at the bottom of your screen. They fake the inside handoff.
Oh, what a rocket to Beasley. I don't know if Allen was trying to throw it to him or through him.
Well, it took us 11 weeks or 11 games to finally find out that what we talked about in the preseason, where you couldn't wait until you saw one rocket go.
Yeah, that was the rocket. That ball was a bullet.
Big JH 99. Morris is still out.
Yeah.
So Morris was dealing with a hand injury, courtesy of the hashtag Nation giving us the information. I believe it was Spin.
Yep.
Allen drops back, throws to his left. He's got.
Oh, hey, look, he finally got McKenzie. McKenzie has more receptions than John Brown today. That tells you how good Chris Harris Jr. is. Chris Harris is one hell of a cornerback. Can you believe it?
Almost Paul Burke status, Jack Patrick. These guys love roasting each other as much as they do us. It's pretty sweet. Holding on Lee?
Was it?
You just put a question mark, Jack.
No. I think it was on Ford. On Ford.
So we got 14 minutes left. The Bills are in the 3rd and 12. Once again, not an advantageous situation.
Into the wind.
Back. He's going to look. He's going to dump it off to Singletary. He sees if he can make a little bit of magic here. He's going to get down to about the 36-yard line of the Denver Broncos. Into the wind with a 53-yarder. Not very favorable. You're going to try to punt it and play the field position game. Up 10 points with 13:43 left and counting.
Yep.
The Buffalo Bills.
What? Are they going for it?
I wouldn't.
I don't see. They're going for it. With 2 timeouts, here's what gets me a little bit.
Are you trying to drag another timeout from Denver?
Or else you would
have went hurry up.
I don't know. I don't think this is in the plan, right? So they motion Knox across. Might be looking for the hard count. They're looking for the hard count. If they're going to burn a timeout here to get the hard count, I'm going to be so pissed.
I don't understand what that... Because that's the first thing you coach. They didn't time out, did they? You took a delay a game to punt it into the wind.
Okay.
You didn't call that easy. Seriously, I'd be losing my mind too if he called a timeout right there.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not completely against the taking a delay game there to give the guy a little bit more room to try to drop it inside the 5. I understand that, but I'm not.
We need Cody's mustache needs to go. I mean, outside of him, the mustache needs to go. Yeah. Bojo's mustache.
Not going to cost me yards because the punter can boot it in the end zone.
Yeah, great. Sends it off. It is in the air, and let's see how this works out. He's calling for a fair catch at the 10. Okay, all right.
11 yard line. So that's not horrible. Obviously, you'd want to try to get some points there.
Would have been better at the 5.
The last 3 tries.
Damn delay game penalty.
Jack Patrick says the Jets are, and I'm paraphrasing here, beating the Raiders. Mike Trotter says nice punt. At the 11, 3 punts inside the 20 for Borquez today.
Yep, that's right.
I swear to God, Spin is like our resident statistician. He just keeps throwing a bunch of stats in there, and we love you for it. Man, offense needs to get it going. Yeah, Scott Blake, the last 3 drives, 3 punts. Not really producing anything. The Buffalo Bills defense is holding now. I mean, you're in the 4th quarter, and you only surrendered 3 points, which was on the previous possession where you had to take a timeout.
Right. Well, and Denver's offense has been able to run the ball effectively. So now the numbers game starts playing to your advantage. Even though you're only up 10, right? It's going to take them a while to get down the field if they plan on running the football 7 yards a clip, right? Even if they run it 7 yards a clip, 4 minutes. At best, 4 minutes.
Well, yeah, I've always said that when you could finally get a game to work in your favor where you're the team you're playing has 2 opponents, you and the time,
right?
Then you're good. Then you can plan different things that go on. I just hope the Buffalo Bills don't play off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Their first drive, they played off a little bit. They got a field goal. The second drive, they tend to get they were attacking.
Right.
I don't know if they're coming out in a 4-3 base or they're going to come out in nickel. You have to see what kind of personnel that Denver decides to come out in, because then you have to counter.
I think you go. I think you go nickel because
you think they're going to start going through now.
I think you start. I think you start.
How much
with
time
nickel.
is left? I think it was like 13, 14, something like that. We should know that, but
I know we're not. Yeah, I can't say the particulars I'm paying attention to.
Said,
I'm not gonna lie about
Rico.
that. Oh yeah, talking about the mustache. Who has a better mustache game? Cody Bojo, Baker Mayfield, Gardner Minshew, or Brian Dable? Who has a stronger mustache
Kyle
game?
Orton.
Oh, stop.
Kyle Orton had a better
Gardner Minshew has
Minshew's is phenomenal.
It's a pretty strong.
He's got the Hulk Hogan though. He's got
the Fu Manchu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The 1980s Hogan.
My dad had a Fu Manchu for a long time.
I know, you were telling me that. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't know why he tried to revive that at 65 when he shaved it off at 45. That I'll never understand. It was all gray and red.
Did he grow his hair out too?
Shaved his head. It was a tough time.
All right. Denver Broncos last 4 games outscored 33-0 in the fourth quarter.
So they haven't put up. Yeah, they have
obviously
not
not this
back.
Fourth quarter.
They haven't. They have not come back in a single game all season. And they're starting this drive at the looks like the 11-yard line.
Bills Mafia, Whitcott,
yep.
Andy Reid.
Oh, Andy Reid's got a good stash. You store a lot of chicken wing dip in that thing.
Oh my God.
All right, so
but Bills rush 4.
Oh, come on, get him in the end zone. No, they're going to call for progress. Ed Oliver, a sack at the half-yard line.
Rushing 4 with 12:50 left. The Buffalo Bills get a sack and drop the Denver Broncos down to the 1-yard line.
What were they in? What base defense were they in? What?
Were they in nickel?
No, they were in 4-3.
So the places that he wanted to look at Zoe. Zoe's over Cortland Sutton. You should immediately look there and threw it down the seam.
Oliver worked hard for that sack.
He did.
He punched his way back the whole way.
That's on Allen because Cortland Sutton opens up right when he passes Lorenzo Alexander.
Yep.
He's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans won't miss that.
Yep.
Veteran will not miss that.
That's it. So the Bills defense is finally starting to sack the quarterback here.
2nd and 19 for the Denver Broncos with 12-17.
Bills are in nickel now.
Teron Johnson looks like he's going to come inside the box. They're running a
quick
slant.
pass. Oh! Teron Johnson and Levi Waller and Trey White.
Come on, Jughead.
Almost come back with it. Right. So the reason we call him Jughead is because of when Teron Johnson was at the NFL Combine, he looked the wrong way. They run a drill where they run across the field and catch 8 footballs on opposite sides. He looked the wrong way first and caught it in the dome.
He got doinked right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or doinked the clown. Or,
yeah.
Big JH says 13:03 left.
All right, let's see what happens.
Well, you know the delay on YouTube now.
So let's take a look. Yeah, right. So let's take a look at the defensive line. You only got 3 down linemen and then Zoe coming in. Zoe's pushing back. Allen just throws it away, which... Yeah,
did his back leg go off the line?
I think that was the concern there, right? He
just throws it away. Brother. Let's check that bad boy out.
Well, if there's a bad challenge to be made, we'll throw that flag.
Very surprised it didn't run there, knowing that the Buffalo Bills were going quote unquote light, but you still had Jordan Phillips in there to stop it and do something against the run. I would have went with a run there to try to give your punter some space. I understand what they were trying to do, but it just wasn't going to work.
And this is danger zone right here. You sell out to block this.
But are you?
You sell this out.
You're still going to get great field position. Why risk running into the kicker?
Sell this out.
No, see, they're blocking it up because you got Roberts back there who's just really close to breaking one. He's going to get this ball at like the 42-yard line. He takes it past the 45. He's looking to his left. He's past the 50s, tightrope walk. He gets to about the 46-yard line of the Denver Broncos. So you're going to get excellent field position anyway. That's my take. 11:54 left. Minus. We got some extracurriculars.
Oh yeah, and look, there's a little flag action going on.
Oh, if this is against Buffalo, Kirk Coleman getting in the mix.
So 11:54.
Oh, those special teams guys.
Yeah, personal foul. Let's see, unnecessary roughness. Kicking team.
Is it both?
No,
they don't not offsetting.
Just on them.
So another 15 yards.
Well, it immediately puts the Bills in field goal position, even going into the wind.
Does it?
Yeah, because Roberts went out at the 40?
They're going to get the ball at the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
Wait, 46, 21.
Yeah.
31.
Nice.
What am I talking about?
You're the math guy. You tell me.
31. I was trying to do it too fast. So at the 31-yard line.
Quick mess.
Big J. Y'all wrestling fans, Survivor Series on tonight. It is?
Yeah, Survivor Series is on tonight. Oh, you watched War Games last night.
I didn't watch War Games, though.
It was really good.
You know what? I had all 3 of my little kiddos, and it was playtime. It was playtime. So I do got to watch War Games. I heard it was awesome.
It was really good.
And I got to watch Survivor Series tonight. I'm going for NXT, man. They got to breathe some life in the WWE. WWE's just dumpster fire right now.
Immediately, 64 people drop the stream as soon as Mario starts talking about wrestling. Just saying. Just saying.
I'm not sure. I think we got some wrestling fans.
Elliot says over in Sportscaster, here we go. Broncos starting to break. I can feel it. Let's put the nail in the coffin. Yeah, you got great field position here, right? We walk away from points. Period. The end. You have to walk away with points. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, a little bit.
I know it's fun. You understand?
I just dabble.
You know what's funny though? I could talk about anything about wrestling. Paul doesn't talk to me about it. I don't really talk to him about it. We just kind of watch it to ourselves.
Apex, WWE's hot garbage. Watch AEW.
That's a great point.
I haven't watched any AEW.
John Moxley's a beast. But the point is that I'll watch it, but I'll talk to Paul about it. I'll mention something. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, did you see?"
Yeah.
But we never talk about it.
No, we don't talk about it.
We could have easily done a wrestling channel. It would have been so easy to do a wrestling channel. But you're more UFC and I'm more WWE. So.
Yep. So thanks for Buffalo 45 saying to hit that like button. Also in Sportscaster, you get fan tokens, and those fan tokens can be turned into beers for us or foam figures or whatever.
Cool.
So it's everybody gets 500 just for signing up. If you want to send those our way, that would be awesome. We appreciate that. So we've had Juan and Elliot trying to get us hammered with that. Woo.
So we got, I think we got like 100 people in here and only 30 likes.
Over in
I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to do it once because we always have other people do it for us. I'm going to be that guy just once. If you hit the like button, our channel goes out to more Bills fans. That's basically the consensus. That's the only reason we ask for likes, guys. I mean, we have some of the usual suspects that always say hit that like button all the time. So if you guys want to do that, that'd be great.
And also, we're giving away autographed Bills merch.
Yeah, we got our charitable thing.
Yeah, with our squares. So we'll explain that after this Bills drive. We'll kind of walk through that for those of you who, if you want to win some Bills gear, we've got an opportunity for you this year.
The Bills are going to get a win, baby. 8-3.
Interesting.
He said, "Don't jinx it."
Interesting stat that just came up. Denver is negative 16 passing yards this half,
and they have 3 points.
Yep. They have 3 points.
So the Buffalo Bills coming out on their trip set once again. Knox has to be on a flag route one of these times.
That's sooner or later. Well, he's on the opposite side of Von Miller, so I think they're looking to get him a little
Gore
bit
doesn't
of
have his
release.
mouthpiece in. I think that means he's serious.
Is this nope? Gore is getting further and further away from the.
So interesting thing: the Buffalo Bills snapped at with 3 seconds left to go into play clock. Yep. Dabo was in his headset till 15.
Yep.
He changed it.
Yep.
Look what happened.
Yep. Gobbled up.
That is just
gobbled up. There was just a bad check.
That's a classic defensive play where you're just bringing more than they can handle.
Yeah, that's just a bad check.
It's
bad check. I don't put that one on Dable. That just looked to be a bad check. But I think they're trying to get Frank Gore. What he needs now, 4 yards?
Now he does, yeah. Because he lost 3. But you go back to the same set.
Yep.
Same set. Second and 13, 11-16 left. The Buffalo Bills are on the. He runs the fake. You didn't see that one coming. Wide base.
Let's go! Judge! Touchdown!
A deep ball.
Into the wind.
Well, it doesn't matter with
him. That thing was tight. That ball was tight the whole way. Uh-oh. Wait. Allen's staring something down. I think, he's saying that the ball hit the ground. All right, let's watch the replay here. Simmons, you don't know. You saw his numbers. You don't know. Let's see. That's a catch.
That's controlled throughout the catch.
That's a catch. Oh, I don't know.
No. If you're controlling it throughout the duration of the catch, you have it.
They did not call that a touchdown.
They didn't.
Not right now. They haven't, because you could see the flag in McDermott's hands. So watch the nose of the football. It's underneath him, dude.
It's not. He's underneath it.
Watch the nose of the football hit the turf. Ready? Not there. Wait. Okay, it squeaks down there.
But how much do you have to be in? You got to control it throughout the duration of the catch.
That should be a catch.
Buffalo challenges it.
Yeah, they're challenging that it wasn't called a touchdown.
It's tough.
So is there definitive evidence here to overrule that it wasn't a catch?
That's my problem with this, is the fact that I think if it was called a touchdown, you can't overrule it. Mm-hmm. If it's called incomplete, you can't overrule it.
Yeah.
So the whole conclusive nonsense.
Yep.
Without a shadow of a doubt, was that a touchdown? I think the ball did not move. Well, the problem was this. If you play it back again, you catch it, He drags, but then he tries to get up with it, and then
Yeah.
it shifts again.
Sure.
That, I think, is going to be the telling sign.
Well, the
that it
question
stays
is,
incomplete.
was he already out of bounds at that point?
He's already out of bounds.
Yeah. So
But you got to maintain control throughout the catch until you get up. Doesn't matter if you're out of bounds. Here it says, that's a touchdown. Big JH, I'm a long-time subscriber, and we thank you for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That looks
Johnson
to me like a
upset.
touchdown. But the question becomes, because it was ruled incomplete, is there anything that's going to overturn it? I'm not very hopeful there.
And I'm not one of those that's just trying to be cynical or
Yeah.
a pessimist here, but I just don't think. But what should happen right now is that there should be a play. Dable's calling for is it third down?
Yeah.
Should be a third down play right now. He should have ready. Maybe a fourth down play. Because you're close enough
Yeah.
that if you want to try to go for it, but you're up 10, I would kick a field goal. I understand that. You should have a third down play ready and a first down play back to back. That's what I would do if I was Dable. Because if you get the first down on your third down play, which is 3rd and 13, I know it's tough. If you get a first down, then you want to try to go back up to the line and try to hit him again. If you're saying it's 4 down territory, that's
Yep.
what McDermott should be telling him right now.
Yep.
It's 4 down territory.
Yep.
You got to try to at least get half of the 13 back, and
Right.
then the other half again.
Right.
So that's what the conversation should be going on right now. While he challenged that, that's what should be going on right now.
Oh, hey, Dane Martin. Hey, thank you so much, man.
Dane Martin, he didn't answer your question.
Thank you.
Dane Martin, we have here in the chat with us. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you so much, sir.
She was gold. That's a touchdown here and in China.
Well, and of course, over in Sportscaster, the comment gets made.
Yeah!
Oh, touchdown! All right. Beautiful.
Giggity.
Beautiful.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, so they're bringing out the extra point
Mic
team. Let's see if we can nail this one through.
So I think it's when he gets up is where the question was, because he's underneath it the whole time.
Well, here's
He
my
controls
question,
it through
right?
the catch. Now here's it moved. See how it moved?
Well, yeah.
That is.
See-
They usually say, because you remember the Megatron one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
But
put it
they
on the
changed that.
ground
They
and-
changed that.
I
rule.
know, but
They
I'm
changed
still.
that
I
rule.
hate that one.
Well, my question becomes, if he's contacted by, if he's touched by the player, how should nice? What do you lean in for that one? It was fine.
It's like when you play video games and you're a kid first out, you start doing this. if you
Yeah,
have to drive.
and when those little kids grew up and they built PS4 and Xbox One controllers that actually move with your motions now, thanks technology.
Oh, Joshua Chase, thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's for the TD.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
That's for the touchdown.
Yep, they did call that a touchdown, LeBron 9-13. And
Yep,
hey,
absolutely.
is that the first touchdown reception of more than 30 yards? Was it? Were they on the wrong? What side of the 30 were they?
They were at the
on?
30. They're at the 34-yard line, but wasn't the pass play last week in Miami longer than 30 yards? To John Brown?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Never mind. My mistake.
This guy.
My mistake.
Hey. No, Brown had a 40-yarder last week. Spin.
Yeah, there
of
we
course.
go. Yeah, of course,
Spin
Ben sells us. Thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Spin. You
So
the
we used to have a joke that would run between Mario
lightning
and I.
plays. First
What?
comment. I've never seen lightning plays before.
Yeah, no.
Nils,
Thank you. What's
Hey,
up,
Nils,
man?
Thanks for coming in.
Buffalo Buddha. Woohoo! We used to have a joke between Mario and I. Omaha the Stat Monkey. Remember Omaha the Stat Monkey?
Yeah, because it was just us for the longest time.
Yeah.
And so we decided that when we were doing our podcast days, anytime we did a stat correction or stat check or anything like that, we named it Omaha the Stat Monkey. And if you go to our
He's got a place on our bio page.
htagsports.com, if you want to go to htagsports.com, which is our website, which gets updated every once in a while.
Yep.
We've had it forever. You'll see Omaha the Stat Monkey on the staff page.
Yeah, that's right.
Doesn't
He's a
talk
member
too
of the
much,
staff.
but
No.
he's really good with numbers.
He is. Super good with numbers. All right, here comes the... Oh, Squibber.
Don't wanna
Picked
put it
up
in
by
the-
God only knows who.
guy will be
Yeah.
on the practice squad
Yeah.
next week. So the Buffalo Bills are now up 20-3 versus the Denver Broncos. 11:02 left in the fourth quarter. They have a very commanding lead, but do not, I repeat, do not slough off.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to see you just rushing 4 every down here just to try to eat clock. Can't give up a big play, but don't give them a lot of little ones either. I know you want them to run clock and you want that to happen, but I'm out of the state, so the game isn't available where I'm at. Big JH. Yeah, we
Oh,
got
hey,
you
no,
covered, buddy.
yeah, well, hop over to Sportscaster.
Yeah.
We got the game. We got the game broadcasting on
At the
sportscaster.com /hashtag sports. Let's play action, Alan.
Boom!
Oh, Trey almost. Man, Trey's playing like he's in a contract year. Oh my, look at him. He's like, oh yeah. Oh, just that much.
Yeah.
Just that much.
That's what he does to opposing shots on goal as well.
That's right.
See ya.
No goals allowed.
Ooh. So anyway, quick out to Cortland Sutton. They decided to run that split back, which helps the quarterback. If you can't diagnose where the blitz and pressure is coming from, you want to run that split back. So he has 3 receivers in the route as well, or 2 receivers and Noah Fant. Now they go with a 3 wide receiver set. You got Noah Fant motioning across. Oh, that's Huberman. I'm sorry. You got Phillip Lindsay in the backfield. Allen is in shotgun at the 28. He gets an inside handoff to Lindsay. He's running around the right side. He gets around to the 35-yard line. This is going to bring up about 3rd and 3 for the Denver Broncos with 10:52 left in the game. Buffalo Bills doing pretty good.
Let's make sure everybody knows, watching on YouTube, watching on Sportscaster, we are giving away autographed Bills merch. That is an Ed Oliver autographed mini helmet. We've got a Levi Wallace autographed mini helmet, a Devin Singletary autographed mini helmet. We're giving these all away through the Punt Foundation. You can check out a video in the description of YouTube to find out how to enter that. So make sure you're doing that. All the money raised from that, 100% of the proceeds are going to the Punt Foundation to help kids with pediatric cancer. Allen throws the ball over, and that is not a fumble, but, I mean, that's fine. But that's what they like to use Phillip Lindsay for, right? They like to get him involved in the passing game quick, and Cortland Sutton typically is involved in those quick hits too, but Trey is not giving him any space today.
You know what time it is?
I don't know what time it is.
It's Gore time.
Yeah? Oh, this is time to grind it out. Yeah, I think
great.
that makes sense.
Put the closer in and let him get...
The closer's right here, bro.
I like dead air. So the punt by the Denver Broncos.
Oh, that looked like a Bojo punt. Get that thing back at the 50.
That ball is going
Keep
to
running.
get up to...
Keep running. Keep running. Wow! 51. The Bills are going to take over
The
at
51? What is wrong with you? Good Lord. Did you hear that? At the 51. We're in Canada, apparently.
That's it.
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
we got enough Canadians in the chat.
I
I brought you Tim Hortons. We're basically there.
Yeah.
Wadman basically kicked that one with his heel.
Point being is this. No, you bring Gore in to close it, number 1. Number 2, but then you reward the guy for what he's done for you.
Sorry, stat correction. Bill's taking over at the 52.
Ooh!
Oh, Frank Gore in at
Did
the
you see
40.
that?
What?
Derek
No.
Carr was pulled. Coach's decision.
Oh, hey, Nate Peterman show. Frank Gore rumbling, tumbling.
Oh, it looks like Denver is like, if we're going to lose the game, we're not letting you celebrate.
Yeah, that's right. Right, stacked right back
Can you drop
up.
a link in the chat? Oh, for
the video? Yeah, no problem. Is it for, for Sportscaster? Yeah, no problem. It's labeled that it is the first half, but we just kept the same stream going. There's so many people, and we didn't want to make people have
just
to
copy
redo
and
it.
paste that. You should be good to go.
Yep.
So Frank Gore has 8 rushes for 42 yards. He's knocking on the door to try to pass Barry Sanders, which sounds amazing.
Let's go. Speaking of which, are you out of Verner's?
No, I'll get another. This is supposed to be yours.
Thank you, Elliot. Inside handoff to Frank Gore, and he gains 7 yards. That's got to be it. Save that football. Keep that football, bro.
All right,
They were doing everything they could. They gave him DeMarco. They were doing everything they could.
Yeah, but are they going to stop the game for a second to celebrate the fact that he just passed? No, we got a place to be.
NFL milestone. There we go. He passes Barry Sanders for 3rd most rushing yards in NFL history.
Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. Hats off to you, Frankie.
Well, they did everything they could to get him there, right?
Well, no,
they gave him
was,
DeMarco.
Yeah, what? You just erased the first 15 years? What the heck? Oh, we got another beer.
Oh, hey, thank you. Matt's in with the donation.
Sorry, we
Frank
have to call
Gore.
a game here.
Well, erase that milestone. Did you get back to the line of scrimmage?
3rd all-time leading rusher. That was very generous of you, Denver. So Frank Gore now 5 yards ahead of Barry. I mean, looking at him, he could pass Walter.
Yeah, right.
Another 1,500 yards. He got another 1,500 in the tank. Who knows?
Hey.
But The Buffalo Bills now have a 4th and 3, which they are going to keep it. They're going to go for it with 8:16 left. They're up 20-3 here in the fourth quarter. Allen spreads them wide. He's got 5 wide. I don't know if they're going to take another delay of game penalty here.
Well, there's no reason to go for it on 4th and 10.
No, you're just wasting the clock. So Allen barking out the signals, and they're not going to snap it.
They're going to take a
timeout.
They're going to take a timeout. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, good job. Good job.
Well, they don't want to do the 5 yards.
Sure.
8:01 left. You're up 17. They haven't been able to do anything on you all game.
But here's the frustrating part: you got the ball on the other side of midfield, right?
Yeah.
And maybe this was just a swan song for
it was
Gore,
for Frank.
right?
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
It's an opportunity, opportunity to celebrate him. So that's fine and that's great.
Spin. That's what the timeout was for, to get an ovation.
Okay.
For Gore, Spin coming in with that. So that's great. I mean, it's what a milestone though. I mean, the guy has played and grinded it out and been a starter and been a consummate professional in the league for so long. And as you get a shot of Singletary, they're freezing on the side.
I know, right?
The guy played at Florida.
Yeah, not used to this.
I was going to say.
I was going to say there's a punter in that. There should be a punter in that frame. CBS, you silly asses.
Stop it.
So I just hate him. So Bojo drops this one in. It is going to be
at the
caught at the 9. So 7:53 left. Buffalo's up 20-3. Denver still has 2 timeouts. Buffalo's got 1. It's going to be 1st and 10. What was that?
Joshua Chase. They took the timeout to make Denver feel better.
Frank the Tank. What
an amazing, like I said, amazing player. It's great that he was able to celebrate this with the Buffalo fans. I'm sure they gave him all the love in the world at the stadium. Even though he didn't play here for 15 years.
Doesn't matter.
It's amazing. So, like you said, Paul, it's a 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos at the 9-yard line with 7:53 left in the game. That was just playing it safe. I mean, on that drive, I won't count in the statistics.
Well, look at the field position. The Bills had him in.
No, I mean anyone that says why didn't they score there? Like I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I'm not really. They come out in a nickel set.
Yep.
Inside hand up. Teron
Johnson
shot out of a cannon.
Yes, sir.
Just shows you why he loves.
They like him against the run.
He loves physicality. I mean, which is probably why you see him banged up from time to time here and there. He's not a big guy.
No, he's not.
But he is so physical inside, which is probably one of the reasons that they're very eager to get him on the field in the slot corner position. Right. So they're going to come out once again in a nickel look.
The Bills gave lots of space on the outside. Oh! And upended. Thank you, Matt Milano. So the question was asked, how many rushing yards does Frank Gore have on the day? 10 carries for 50 yards, 5 yards, a carry, long of 27.
Devin Singletary, 17 for 88.
Right. The Bills have 212 yards rushing the day. The longest run was obviously by Frank Gore at 27 yards, Robert Foster at 22, Singletary at 11, Josh Allen at 18. Allen's 8 for 57.
Mr. Big comes in and says Frank bought 75 Buffalo Fanatics t-shirts for his team.
Wow, good for him.
That's
great
stuff, buddy.
So we're looking at this, and
this is why you don't run bunch on 3rd down.
No, because look at all the pressure you're creating for yourself and your young quarterback.
Whoa.
What the God's name was that?
Easy.
Looked like he forgot to hold on to the ball.
He spit in the cooler.
Just a bit outside.
So another 3 now that the Buffalo Bills were able to create, which is why you punted there.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get Brown 11 yards.
Right.
He's got 39. I'm taking it right now. He needs 50.
Let's see. Brown has...
Littering and
39 yards.
39 yards.
Yeah.
Spin is the resident statistician. I didn't know Flacco made the trip. Look at Joe on the sidelines. This is amazing.
He's freezing his ass off out there. Roberts calls for a fair catch. No, and he's going to let this one bounce. It is rumbling and tumbling down to the 38-yard line.
As we have this time as well, the Buffalo Bills will move to 8-3. It seems like they'll have a commanding lead on the wild card spot, depending on what happens with. Oakland is losing. They're getting killed. So Pittsburgh, Tennessee, and Cleveland, you see it after them. The Buffalo Bills are going to, like I said, move to 8-3. Be sure to stay tuned. A half hour just after the broadcast. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys can watch all the Buffalo Bills stuff, the post games, and all that stuff. Or check your fantasy lineup. Go to the bathroom. Do all that stuff. A half hour after our broadcast. We're going to end it on Sportscaster. We're going to end it on YouTube. We're going to be back a half hour after that to give you our post game. So make sure that you stick around for that because we'll have it a half hour right after.
Dawson Knox across motion. Handoff going to Devin Singletary. Cuts it up inside. Gets about 5.
Trying to get him to 100 now.
Yeah, why
You
not?
get Gore to 50, him to 100.
Evan Anderson. Broncos Allen needs to change his number to 3 because he isn't even the second best QB named Allen in the league.
Oh.
That's some pretty funny stuff right there. That's some funny stuff right there. All right, so 6:38 and counting. Second down, probably second and 4
Stephen
at this point.
Trudges says, don't praise the Bills too much. It's only Denver FFS. Now, Stefan, let me just try to put this as plainly as I can. The Denver Broncos have the 7th ranked defense in the NFL, and the Buffalo Bills were struggling offensively. And the fact that they were able to put 20 points on the board on a very good defensive team in Denver, that's what we're celebrating here.
Right.
I mean, the Bills lost a game similar to this earlier in the year, 2 of them, to Cleveland, which has a talented roster but not a very good record, and at the time had a losing record, was Philadelphia. So that is the things that we're celebrating right now. As far as being Bills fans, we love celebrating victories anyway.
Right. Yep.
But we do take that into consideration. I mean, you got Allen in there. You held him to 3 points. That's what you should have did. You know what I mean? So
let's give a big clap out to Devin Singletary. 19 rushes, passes the 100-yard mark. Well, he's at 100 now.
but it's Denver. No, I'm just kidding.
That's impressive.
So we go. Allen turns around, hands it off once again to Singletary, grinding it up the middle with
probably about 3 yards.
5:31 left in the game.
And Buffalo's just going to grind this out. At
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
it's, I mean, like I said,
they're
you can
just
go
gonna
to the
grind
bathroom
this out.
now if you wanted to. There's not gonna be much that's going on.
Oh hey, Buffalo J in the PA has started following us on Sportscaster. Thanks for
Awesome.
joining.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and you're just gonna run the
26
clock
gets
here.
100. Mike Trotter. Boom boom.
So what's going to happen here? Singletary goes off. It's now what, 2nd and 7. Frank Gore is
5.3
back in
yards
there.
a carry.
Okay.
Frank Gore's taking his gloves off. He thought he was done for the day.
I know, right? Like, listen, old man.
Do not run a pitch. We don't want him to lose.
Oh, God. So Knox into motion. Handoff to Frank Gore on the inside. Bites through. Goes across for about another 4 yards.
Ground and pound, baby.
So that's going to bring up
this,
3rd and 3.
But this isn't tape that's not. I mean, this isn't tape that's wasted on the rest of the league because now Dable, if he wanted to, you could put some different types of run concepts in, either to show teams what they have to plan against or hide them. Just run basic stuff. So it seems like he's going with the latter, where he just wants to run basic stuff.
Well, let's not forget
this
the Bills
tape is
have a game.
unusable.
The Bills have a game in 4 days, right?
Yeah, you want to keep these guys rested
Right.
and healthy. So, oh no.
They don't even care about covering Brown out there. They don't even care. Frank Gore goes across, gets the first down.
Tough 2 yards there. Question: how many teams have missed the playoffs when they were 8-3? Stephen P.
I can tell you about how many teams missed the playoffs since 2016 that were 7-3.
Is Bean running for office?
No,
He
it looks
got his
like
power tie on.
but it's tied wrong. Look, the little flap thing in the back was longer than the front flap.
Stop it.
We need to send him a clip on.
He's too big. Stop it. No. A hashtag clip on tie.
That'd be great.
That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be great.
Sorry, I forgot. This is the best it gets for Bills fans, Stefan.
Come on now.
That's fine.
8-3 is a good record for any team in the league, and the truth is that 8-3 would be winning almost every division in football except the AFC East.
Yeah,
so.
and then here's the thing: there's soft schedules that happen all the time, and I'm obviously saying that. I'm obviously saying that. You keep talking about his tie again. I mean, if you're a Denver fan, Stefan, that's fine. I mean, 3-8, you get upset. You had so much hope for your season. Believe me, we've been there.
Oh God,
we've been there quite a bit. So, is this as good as it gets? No, it's not as good as it gets. But I mean, they're finally they found some winning ways. They played a schedule. They beat the teams they were supposed to beat, and they find themselves in a very advantageous situation. So it's
and the teams that they've lost to are also teams in the playoff
man.
hunt. And if you're using that as a watermark to how good the Bills are, I think that's understandable, but it's not necessarily the truth. Oh, Devin Singletary saying, I'll take that hit and I'll raise you 2 more yards.
He's still not down.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
That's very
Love
good.
Devin Singletary.
Honest question. Has Gore ever fumbled? Ever. He has, I'll tell you this, he has 45?
You don't know this stat.
I do know this stat because
Spin!
where's Spin?
Damn, I'll look it up.
No, he has He has 44 fumbles in his career, but that's not counting lost. Just total.
Come on, you're kidding me.
He has less than 3.
All right, I'll look it up.
Victor, stop apologizing for winning. No, I'm just trying to give you guys our take. Like, the natural reaction would be to go back at him and say, "Oh, you guys suck. We beat you." No,
Right.
that's not the case here, though. What I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to explain the fact that we have a winning team, 8-3, that were 6-10 last year, that struggled through the drought and did all this other stuff. Of course, we'd celebrate winning. I mean, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
Danger Carlos, Danger Bean looked like Paul's slightly older brother at their aunt's wedding.
The roast stopped at halftime. Apparently not.
So, to get back to the question on how many teams have missed the playoffs at 8-3, since 2017, there's only been one team to start 7-3, and miss the playoffs. It was 2016 to current. There's only been one team to miss the playoffs since 2016 after starting 7-3. It was the Denver Broncos in 2016. Every other team has made the playoffs.
Oh, take that, Trudgeon.
I'm just pointing it out. Somebody asked the question, how many teams have missed the playoffs?
That's funny that it's
I don't
Denver.
think there's
That's
since
so
2016. I don't think there's been a single team to miss the playoffs who started.
That's so funny that it's Denver.
It is Denver, isn't that weird? Yeah, that's how it works out.
Dane Martin says, "Weren't we supposed to be a 4-win team?" I mean, Vegas had us at. What happened here?
Huh? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, look at that. Oh no.
Oh,
Damn McDonald's.
Apparently.
Oh no. Oh crap.
Oh. Our thing went
crap.
out. Oh, our replay went out. I mean, there's like 5 minutes left. So we'll just stay with you guys on YouTube for the rest of this. We apologize for that. Put the YouTube link in there so they can go back over there if they're not simul watching. I mean, there's like 4 minutes left in the game. 2 minutes? Was it a 2-minute warning?
2-minute warning.
Probably 2-minute warning. So it's not like we're
now?
gonna. Yeah, sportscaster went down. Evan just went out crazy on us. We were sitting here doing it and it went out. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be here for the post game a half hour after the game ends. Go do what you gotta do. Take care of the kids. Take the trash out. Finish unloading the dishwasher. Change the laundry over. Whatever you gotta do. And we'll be back a half hour after the game ends to give you our post game, which is going to be simulcast both on Sportscaster and YouTube. And once again, in the link of that video is where we're going to have the details for the giveaway that we're doing, the charity that we're raising money for, the Brian Morton Punk Foundation. So you guys can get all the details on how to donate for that. But a lot of people donating already, which is great. So
All right, let's take a look at this
that was
Frank
the
Gore
answer
fumble
to the
thing.
8-3 playoff question. Okay.
Oh, the none. Since 2016, no team has missed the playoffs after starting 8-3. Frank Gore, again, just going
ham.
I was going to say something
Going ham.
inappropriate, then I realized
know.
that. Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for saving me. So that's going to give the Bills 1 yard to go for another first down. Let's take a look at this Frank Gore fumble thing.
You're still so curious about it.
I'm super curious. Frank Gore has...
Yeah, Apex. We know that sportscasters
you
just
are
happen
right.
to go out.
46 fumbles
But how
in
many
his
lost?
career. He's recovered 12.
That doesn't help me because his other teammates could have recovered it. I don't know how many fumbles lost he has.
Well, yeah, but I'm
So
just
they're-
saying fumbles...
they're in a power one.
It's
wide
34.
receiver. 4th and 1.
Oh,
and they draw
yes,
him off
sir.
sides.
Draw him off sides, yes. And that's going to basically end the game.
Hard count finally worked, Mike Trotter.
I know, right? Go figure. So that's probably going to do it for Denver. I mean, as if there wasn't a bigger nail in the coffin already.
Yeah. Wow, they jumped. Oregon Donor even coming in saying, wow, they jumped. So, I mean, it was a victory you needed to have. A victory against a team
absolutely.
because, I mean, you played New England. Everyone thought that they were going to kind of lose that game, but they competed. They lost 16-10. They gave
Right.
New England their best game up until the Ravens.
Right.
Then you go up and you play the Eagles. Hey, this is our first test. What's going to happen? You get smacked in the mouth.
Right.
And then you have to play the
But
Cleveland Browns.
I think that game forced them to kind of reevaluate how they planned on stopping teams that want to run the football.
Yes, indeed.
You know.
I agree with that as well. D played their, what off today? Paul Berg coming right over from Sportscaster.
Yeah, hey, that's it.
How about the O-line closing out the game? You know what I mean?
That's it.
Closing out the game. That's what they did.
Yep.
And that's what you want to do. With 55 seconds left in the game, obviously the lag is going to be coming in as well. Timothy Sherry said, love what you guys do. Let's go Buffalo. Keep up the good work. Yeah, we will.
Yep. So again, post game is going to start exactly 30 minutes. We're just going to say 4:30 because there's 40 seconds left. So post game is going to start 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Buffalo is in victory position. You see Jordan Poyer out there as the deep back in the victory position.
I would agree that Jordan Poyer in the deep back is awesome. So be sure that you're back here a half hour later. Don't make me come looking for y'all. Okay? You guys understand that? We'll see ya. Come back at 4:30 for the post game.